You guys hear me? What's up, homies? I don't know why I did that. What's up, bitches, sluts? Dumpster juice. I should have known it wasn't working. The little bar wasn't bouncing around. You guys are good? Good. I dropped Ani off at work and I was looking at the shirts, and they don't usually have very good shirts there, but I ended up picking me up this pretty sweet shirt. It's for like $9. I was like, hell yeah. What's up, on bitches? US tour, what does that say, 1975? That's when they were at their peak, bitches. That's a dope shirt. So I'll pick that up. I had to run to Lowe's, get me a furnace filter. Now I'm just chilling, bitches. The weather's pretty nice here in Ohio. Can't complain. If I dyed my hair, no. No, my hair is like strawberry blonde, so it's darker. It's like a darker red, and then like as it grows, like it's weird, like it gets lighter towards the tips. It's always been that way. Yeah, I've watched that channel, You Can Beat Video Games. I'll turn it on as background noise quite a bit. I don't think his voice is that great, and I don't think he's very exciting to listen to. And I don't know, man. Even back in the day, you know, like I liked Aqualung game reviews and stuff. But even back in the day, like it was just like, you know, you're making a video on how to beat a game that, you know, anybody can beat. Like, why does anybody need a video on how to beat DuckTales? You know, like, you can only go in one fucking direction. It's not like it's an RPG or something that's, you know, takes a while to get into. It never made any sense to me. It's like, okay, now we're on this, we're gonna go right. And then you're gonna jump over this enemy, and then you're gonna go right. And it's just like, okay. I don't really gain weight. I mean, I've gained a little weight here past few months. I don't know, is Aqualung still making anything? When's the last time he made a video? Let me look. It's probably been a while. Yeah, he's still making stuff. He made a video one day ago, a couple days ago. He's still making videos. A lot of his most popular stuff was from years ago, though. I just have a really high metabolism, and all my weight goes to my dick. So I got that going for me. But I wanted to kind of, you know, this would be like a chill stream, you know, kind of answer some questions. Of course, super chat questions will definitely get answered, and try to answer as many as I can, and try to get some ROMs in there, and kind of tell you guys what I have planned for the channel. Ani, at her job, let me get a drink here. She gets points added on to, like, she can use points to buy things. And she had enough to buy a GoPro. So we just got it in the mail. I ordered a stand for it and an SD card, which I always order SD cards. Never, ever get an SD card in stores because they're just a ripoff. For 20 bucks, you can get a 128 gig card. I mean, that's going to cost you like $40 in the store. So I ordered that card. I ordered the tripod stand selfie stick thing, and me and Ani are going to try to do a vlog style thing. So like on our days off, we'll, you know, she'll tape us and we'll go on little adventures and stuff. So, but I got it charging here. Let me show you. Like, you don't really realize how small these fucking things are, dude. Like, what is this teeny tiny little thing? But I mean, they feel pretty rugged. It feels like I could drop this off the Empire State Building and it would fucking just create a crater. Yeah, I don't buy off-brand SD cards. Those are usually a scam. But these things are pretty cool, dude. I bought it's the Black Hero 8. Yeah, I'll do in real live streaming. So like you can just have this live streaming as I'm around town and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's waterproof. It's probably water resistant. It doesn't look waterproof to me because there's a mic hole right here. But it's rugged, dude. Like this thing, like it's like made out of like pure rubber, hardened plastic and rubber. Man, you got a 256 SanDisk for $8.99. That's a fucking deal. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. So that's why I told Ani, I'm like, let's get a GoPro and then we can go out and about, go on adventures. That's pretty dope. The Target that I have down the street from me just never has anything. Like, I go in there, they never have any sales or anything good. Like, at the Myers my wife works at, dude, like, I've gotten crazy deals on games and all kinds of shit. Same thing with the Walmart. I've never gotten any deals at Target. Even on their Black Friday deals. I think the only thing I ever bought at Target was like I bought a PS4 controller one time. As a matter of fact, I think I bought this one. Yeah, I bought this red one at Target that I never used. That's in the drawer. I don't know what that is. Piece of paper in here for no reason. I just don't want to be one of those selfie stick guys. You're walking around like a doofus everywhere, but I want to try to make some kind of live stream thing. Blue Glass send his regards. What Chicken Crust Road? Get to the other side. Blue Glass. This the fucking runner dies in the game. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Here's Blue Glass. It's like, calm the fuck down, bro. Bring it down about a million notches. Okay? You're crazy. Like Goofy. And then the only thing he ever ran was, like, Echo the Dolphin. It's like, what? I like my hair, thanks. This is what I look like when I try. I don't usually care, though. Usually I don't care what I look like. He got banned from GDQ? Somebody else told me that. But I don't think that's true. Why would he get banned? Because he's loud as fuck? Is that why? I just thought he, because he was distracting. I don't, with how, like, woke they are and accepting of everybody, I can't imagine that they would do that. Thanks, beautiful Vash. What are your thoughts on the Dead Space remake? I don't see the point. The original is... I'm glad somebody brought that up. And because I was going to talk about that anyways. Look, you know, I don't see the point either. I mean, I just the original's fine. It still looks good. It still plays good. It just depends on what they're bringing to the table here. I mean, if they're remaking it from the ground up and it's going to be quite a bit different, it's going to be its own thing, then maybe, you know, it's worth playing. But if this is just going to look better and have a few, you know, things to help you out in the game, quality of life improvements, then I don't really see the point in this. But yeah, at least Dead Space is still a thing. It hasn't been for a while. Silent Rob is a sex symbol, yeah, right. The thing is, the problem is, and I've always said this for a while now, the problem is that everybody has a soapbox, dude. Everybody thinks they're going to change the world. Everybody wants their fame. Everybody thinks they know everything. Everybody's got an opinion on every little topic, and they think that they're smart. But the fact is, not everybody's opinion is worth a fuck. The fact is, a lot of people just need to shut the fuck up because they don't know what they're talking about. But they create these bubbles for themselves with their friends that are always going to agree with everything they say, so then they think they're smart. So they continue to do this, and it's an attention-grabbing thing. You know, nobody gives a fuck, really. They just want notoriety. And that's the problem, dude. Social media has destroyed the world. It has. You know, back in the day, things would happen and people would go on with their lives and live their lives because it didn't directly affect them. And they'd have a group of friends they talked about, and that was that. But now, everybody's got to get on their soapboxes, beating their fucking chest about every little thing. It's just a mess. Great Exposure suggested Alpha Protocol should be remade. See, that's kind of where I'm at with it. They should remake bad games. You know? They should remake bad games. You don't remake a good game that's still playable. Okay? Remake a bad game. Remake a failure that didn't work and then try to make it work. I mean, that makes a whole lot more sense to me. Yeah, like I said, you know, I just don't see the point. I mean, if it's just going to be a 4K, is this going to look better? I don't know. Like, remake something that's terrible, you know? Remake Shadow the Hedgehog or something, and make that good. Or yeah, remake Chrono Trigger or something that people have been asking for fucking ever, dude. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a hit. People like it, because I mean, you got your crybabies that are gonna make a big deal about it. But it's a hit. Remake Chrono Trigger, dude. Can you imagine if they made a ground-up remake of Chrono Trigger in 3D? Oh, dude. Oh god, I can't take it, dude. It would destroy me. I don't think I could handle it. It's too much. Or, you know, remake a game that's, you know, got some clunk sauce about it that, you know, would be better. Like remake Parasite Eve or something. Bring that back. Thanks, Dumality. Any must-see places in Ohio? I'm going to a wedding in Michigan and may stop by some historical Silent Rob spots like Clarkade and Cincy. Well, Clarkade's literally like down the street from me now. Like less than 5 minutes away, which is kind of funny. When I originally got into that brawl with him, I didn't live anywhere close, but now he lives down the street at his business. He's still kicking. I don't know how. He must have came in. The only thing I can think of with Clarkade is that he came into a bunch of money. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Because this guy's still got the arcade running. I know how expensive it is to run those types of things. And there's nobody ever in the store. And he's still open. So it just doesn't make any sense. But when it comes to Ohio, dude, I mean, we got some of the best theme parks here in the world. I mean, we got Cedar Point. We got Kings Island. You know. I mean, if you're looking for roller coasters and stuff, that kind of stuff is a must. Cedar Point, especially. If you're going to be in Michigan, go to Cedar Point. Because Cedar Point's up north anyways. So I would go to Cedar Point. I don't go into Clarkade. I don't even know if I'm even allowed to go in there anymore, so I don't go in. There's another place that I go to down the street that has games, but the place I usually go to has been closed since COVID started. I don't think they're going to reopen. It's a bummer, dude. I used to go to this place called Second Time Around in Dayton, and they've been closed literally since March of last year. Thanks, GH fan. Love GameStop. Just kidding. Free my friends in Ohio prison system. There's quite a few of them here in that system. Thanks, Luke Savage. I have yet to find a PS5 for less than $750. My sister's friend paid $1,500 for 2 of them. That's ridiculous, dude. My wife's work has them right now. Supposedly they can't sell them till the 1st of August or something, but they got some. I was thinking about pre-ordering the Switch, but by the time I got around to it, they were sold out. And I'm like, I don't even care, dude. I really don't. I'm not playing these games. I'll get one when I can get one. It's not that important to me. I got a Switch that works perfectly fine. Yeah, Second Time Around was my jammy jams, and it's been closed since... Dude, I'm probably not even allowed in the store because I've gone off on them, dude. Like, I've called. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Okay? Literally everybody else in the area is open but you guys. Like, are you guys like germaphobes or something? Does the guy live in a fucking plastic bubble that runs the fucking store? Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. It's fucking bizarre. Thanks, Bloody Rage. How do you feel about the Cleveland Indians renaming themselves the Cleveland Guardians? I guess it's... I don't see how the word Indians is offensive, dude. I really don't. I really don't. Everybody's got to walk on eggshells with everything anymore, dude. Nobody... The Cleveland Indians have been around for fucking ever, dude. Nobody fucking cares, dude. Okay, I got friends that are part Indian. They're part Native American. They don't care. Nobody cares, dude. This is just trying to beat your chest, acting like... that something is being accomplished here. It's not. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares, dude. That's the thing that I'm really wondering about, is the battery life on that OLED Switch. There's no way. There's no way that thing's gonna have decent battery life, dude. There's no fucking way. Thanks, cool guy. Rob, can we get your final opinion on Heavy Rain? I like Heavy Rain. I think it's a good game. As a matter of fact, it's been so long since I played it, it's probably about time for me to give it a shot again, because I don't really remember it. But I just kind of wish the killer wasn't the same every time you played it. I know it'd probably be kind of impossible to do, but it would be cool if the case itself changed every time you played it, and like different people could be the killer every time. I don't know. Since I know who the killer is, I feel like it would take a lot out of the game for me. But that first experience with Heavy Rain was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Thanks, Beautiful Vash. At this point, I won't be surprised if they remade Assassin's Creed 1. Well, I mean, I would say that one probably would benefit from it out of all of them, because that game's pretty rough around the edges now. If they was to do anything like that, they should just take like the Ezio trilogy or whatever and just combine them into one experience type game. I played the PS3 version of Heavy Rain. That's how I experienced it. It didn't play that bad for me. I didn't get five frames. I mean, it didn't. PS3, here's where I am with PS3. and it's collecting dust over here in my entertainment system. It's getting kind of hard to go back to PS3. It really is. And like, I'll always have a special place in my heart for PS3. Don't get me wrong. I like PS3. I really enjoyed that system. I had fun with it. It's how I started my whole YouTube thing here. But it's hard to go back to, dude. The load times are severe. The anti-aliasing is non-existent. So there's just jaggies out the ass. And it's just rough, dude. The biggest thing is the load times. PS3 had rough load times, dude. Even back in the day, I couldn't defend that shit. It was rough. Activision lawsuit about sexual harassment. That doesn't surprise me. What's up, Arbiter? Chat Warden Heel. The triple. PS triple. The technical stuff with PS3 is rough, dude. It takes forever to install games. The load times are rough. The anti-aliasing is rough. A lot of the games had some glitches and frame rate problems. And I mean, the PS3 version of Fear is probably one of the worst ports ever made in the history of time. I remember when I worked at GameStop, I borrowed that game because we could borrow games, like I said in my video. God damn, dude. What a horrible, horrible port, dude. What kind of chair do I have? I don't know. It's just a game chair. It's comfy. "45-second load time, dude." No, dude, Duke Nukem Forever was rough on the PS3. It was rough. It wasn't really any better on the 360 load time wise. I just don't know why would I ever emulate the PS3 though? There's nothing I would really want to go back to. Like PS2, maybe. Maybe I would emulate PS2, but I don't see myself ever wanting to emulate PS3. Thanks, though. Thoughts on the Dead Space remake? I just talked about it. It looks interesting. Like I said, it depends on what they're doing. If they're gonna do like a Psycho, the '90s Psycho remake, where it's a frame-by-frame remake, frame for frame, scene by scene, it's just gonna do the same beats, then I'm really not that interested. My brother's excited because he loves Dead Space a lot. But if they're going to change quite a bit, make it crazier, more visceral, then maybe. I think Metal Gear Solid 4 would benefit from being remade. Maybe. Add some more gameplay into it. I like Metal Gear Solid 4, don't get me wrong, dude, but I gotta be in the mood to play that game. Metal Gear Solid 4 is a movie. It's a movie, dude. That game's what? 12 to, 14 hours long or so, and 9 hours of it is a fucking movie. You buy 50 games a month? That's insane, dude. Calm down, brah. Calm down. You should... Thanks, Beautiful Vash. You should try the PS1 emulator Duck Station. I don't know, man. EPSXE and then, RetroArch, PS1 emulator's fine. I never have any problems with it. Metal Gear Solid 4 is an interesting beast, dude. The more you play it, the more you just realize there's not a lot of game there. And it kind of gets worse as it goes. I mean, the chapter in the town where you gotta follow that guy around, that whole chapter is just a wash. And I don't like it. And every time I replayed that game back in the day, I was never looked forward to getting to that part. It was always awful. And then when you go back to Shadow Moses, that was really cool. And then the very last chapter was pretty cool. But then, it gives us up and down. The bosses were alright, but I didn't like Drebin. I thought Drebin was just annoying, dude. He never said anything interesting. It just all was pseudo-intellectual bullshit. And I just hated it. I would always skip the Drevin stuff. Could you skip in that game? I think you could skip cutscenes, and I would skip the Drevin stuff. Yeah, I hate that part, dude. That whole part in the town where you're following that guy around is awful. Has everyone just got into a slump with gaming? I haven't been playing a lot of stuff lately, dude. I really haven't. Yeah, I thought you could skip. No, I got some stuff on my back burner that I've been wanting to play. I've been playing Final Fantasy X, so I'm like 3/4 the way through Final Fantasy X on my Switch. I'm past Mount Gagazet, so I just fought Seymour for the 3rd time, and I beat his ass. He beat me once, and then I loaded up all my Aeons to their overdrives. I got all their overdrives ready. I got all my overdrives on my characters ready. Dude, he couldn't even attack me, dude. I fucking mutilated him. But I'm actually surprised at how challenging Final Fantasy X is. And it's actually surprised me. I remember not really having that much problems with Final Fantasy X until you got to the end of the game. Like, I had that in my head that Final Fantasy X was really easy until you got to, like, Braska's Final Aeon, then you had to grind. Because I remember I had to grind quite a bit to beat the last boss. But I'm getting to points in Final Fantasy X where I'm getting to these groups of enemies that just lay waste. You know, and you gotta... You know, I don't know if in the remake, you know, they've really upped the difficulty of some of these guys. But there are enemies in Final Fantasy X that just wipe the floor with you. Like, there's these things called, like, Dark Flans or something that are just resistant to everything you have. And they got, like, 23,000 HP. And it's just like, god damn, dude. So you'd run away, but the running away is really weird in Final Fantasy X because you got to do it per character. And sometimes they run away, sometimes they don't. Yeah, I think I played Lollipop Chainsaw. It's a crap game, but it's got its charms. Yeah, the enemies in Gagazet, I was just like, god damn. Unalesca, yeah. Unalesca, I did have some trouble with Unalesca. For sure. Final Fantasy X has my favorite battle system. I like Final Fantasy X's battle system. I like Final Fantasy XIII's battle system. I know people don't really care for that game, but I think it has a cool battle system. I like turn-based more than active time battle because I like to be able to take my time and really think things. So Final Fantasy III, you know, I like that on the DS. I like that. Rob, any thoughts on game preservation in regards to the last generation where everything was shifting to a digital release and games releasing completely broken without a patch? Yeah, that's a good question. We are definitely entering a weird age where some games are just not going to be able to be preserved, dude. I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do it. I mean, because these games, half the game isn't even on the disc anymore. You know, the ones that are... are broken, like, are you going to be able to get these patches later on? Are you not? It's weird. It's a weird age we live in. It really is. But we're also getting to that age where a lot of these games are so fucking enormous that I just don't see myself downloading them or keeping backups of them in that regard. Because I'm not going to have a hard drive with, a fucking... Red Dead Redemption 2 on it that's 180 fucking gigabytes. I'm just not going to do that. Thanks, Zell. Thought about this recently. What movies do you think have good ideas but are badly executed that you would redo? For me, I'd say that The Purge and Devil. I've heard fucking M. Night Shyamalan's movie is one of those. That new one that came out, Old. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But, of course, M. Night Shyamalan's got to do it. He's got to ruin it with his crappy dialogue and fucking silly bullshit. But the idea of being trapped on an island that's aging you rapidly is... I could do so much with that idea, dude. So much with that idea. But I guarantee he's ruined it. That's a question I'd have to think about, though. So what movies would be better if they were remade and stuff like that? Thanks, Jackie Raider. I feel like gaming is lacking fun multiplayer games to play with the homies. Most of my friends stopped. I've been enjoying solo RPGs and fighting games. Apparently, my brother said the multiplayer on the new Halo coming out looks pretty impressive. So he wants to get an Xbox just to play the new Halo. So if you ever were into Halo, apparently the new multiplayer for the new Halo looks pretty cool. So maybe that'll bring you back. Thanks, Edge. Did you ever beat the PS1 Tomb Raider games back in the day, and how far did you get into Metal Gear Solid VR missions? PS1 Tomb Raiders I never beat. I could never do it. That's a good question, actually, because PS1 Tomb Raiders would always get to a certain point where I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, it just got to a difficulty wall that I just couldn't do it. The things that those games on the PS1 expect you to do with tank controls and limited movement are totally fucking insane, dude. Totally insane. Even speedrunners that play those games, like, all the time, they'll skip shit. Because that game is ridiculous, dude. Like, Tomb Raider 3 on the PS1 is probably the most ridiculously over difficult piles of shit I think I've ever played, dude. Cryptic as fuck, dude. It's just insane. And I had a guide with Tomb Raider 2. I remember I specifically asked my mom, I want Tomb Raider. The first game I ever got on PS1 was Tomb Raider 2. And, dude, it just kicked my ass. Even with a guide, I couldn't roll with it, dude. It's too much. It's impossible. And then, yeah, they got tedious, dude. Like, you stand there, you gotta walk, turning, and then you bump into the wall, and then do a side flip, but then you miss the flip, and then you fly off into the fucking canyon, and you fall to your death. And then Tomb Raider 3 has save crystals, so you can only save at certain spots. It's just fucking crazy, dude. Thanks, Zell. Same question as before, but with games. There's a lot of games like that, dude. I wish that Splatterhouse would have went to a decent developer who really could have, formed that into something that people really would have liked. That would have been really fucking awesome. That's a good question. That's a question I'd have to think about. I'd have to look at my game collection for that. Chrono Cross, I wish they'd remake with a different battle system. And that game, I like everything about Chrono Cross, but that battle system can lick a fat dick. Okay, no, dude. I'm not playing this fucking color-coded fucking bullshit. Thanks, Ian. Favorite Dreamcast game? I'd have to say Soul Calibur, dude. That's gotta be the game I played the most. That's the game that I was at my friend's house, dude, and I just busted a nut in my pants when I saw that on his TV. I was like, what? I was like, what is? Like, you got an arcade machine in your house? What is this? Like, no, dude, it's a Dreamcast. I was like, dude, Dreamcast was such a leap. Like, there's never been a leap from PS1 to Dreamcast since. It'll never happen again. It's a very, very special time, that we all lived through, a lot of us. Some of you guys are younger. But that leap from PS1 to Dreamcast was completely insane, dude. Completely insane. I remember being in... I see your other donations here. Just give me a second. I remember being in Best Buy, and they had NFL 2K on the TV. And, me and my dad thought it was real. You know, like I thought it was like for a few seconds, I thought they were just showing football on the TV. Like that's how it looked. It was insane. Like I remember standing there with my dad, just being like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like it was a very, very special time to be alive, dude. Like it was crazy. And every leap, there has been leaps since, but never as big as that, dude. You know, Dreamcast to PS2, PS2 to PS3, PS3 to PS4. I mean, it's gotten HD, it's gotten crisper, but you're going from character models with 3.5 polygons in them to Soul Calibur. That looks directly out of the arcades. Actually, better than the arcades. Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast is better on the Dreamcast than it is in the arcades. It's just fucking crazy. Thanks, Gizmo. Thoughts on the controversy of sexy outfits being more covered up or outright removed from Mortal Kombat 11 despite it being fucking rated M? Dude. We live in a society, and we have for a long time, where it's completely okay to rip somebody's fucking dick out through their mouth. Like, literally, put your arm through their mouth, down to their dick and balls, and rip it out through their shit, okay? And then fucking smash it on, fucking throw it on the ground and smash it. That's completely fine. But you can't have a nipple showing, you know? And you would think at this point, with everybody with female empowerment, and I'm going to have my titties hanging out if I want, you know, guys can have their shirts off, I'm going to have my titties out. And you would think with all this stuff, there would be more of it. You know, like it's a female empowerment thing. If bitches want to be naked, let them be naked. But no, it's like we're still living in this, like, 1950s, you know, everybody's worried about a nipple popping out bullshit. We got to get past this as a civilization, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. It's dumb. Priorities, people. You got to have priorities. Thanks, Edge. My uncle told me a story about how when I was a little kid, he made it far in Tomb Raider 1, but I deleted his save file completely, quit gaming afterwards. Yeah, I could never beat Tomb Raider 1, dude. It gets way too hard. There's a section in Tomb Raider 1 towards the end of the game where it's like a vertical segment where you're doing a lot of climbing, and I just couldn't get past that, dude. I was just like, it expects way too much out of you, dude. I'm not going to college and taking a college course in Tomb Raider, okay, and getting my master's degree so I could figure out the exact movements and exact places to jump and everything. No. At a certain point, Tomb Raider stops being an action game and becomes a puzzle game. That it's all about movement and where to stand and where to jump, and I just don't care that much. Now, Tomb Raider Anniversary, the remake of Tomb Raider, I have bought that on my Xbox, and I want to play that because I really like it. Thanks, Morg. Do you think Resident Evil 1 should be remade again in the same vein as the Resident Evil 2 remake? No. Resident Evil 1's been perfected. Resident Evil 1's good. I don't think that needs to be touched anymore. The remake of Resident Evil 1 was perfection, dude. You know, I mean, you could remake it like that, but I don't know. Resident Evil 1 was never really about action. The reason why they did it like with Resident Evil 2 is because it was more of an action-focused game. You know, there's more shooting of zombies, and it was more accepted as the action, like the Aliens to Alien, the Terminator 2 to Terminator 1. It's like it's got a lot more action. Resident Evil 1 is way more slow-paced and, you know, deliberate, and I just don't know if that would work in the same vein. Thanks, Tanbeard. Besides Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VIII, what is your other favorite JRPG of all time? Oh man, that's a really good question. Lunar, I really, really, really love Lunar, dude. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete is one of my all-time favorites. I love Lunar. I love Parasite Eve. I really wish they would remake that game. I love the battle system. I love everything about it. You know, I love it. The fact that some of these franchises that Square owns they haven't touched since the 90s is just fucking ridiculous to me, dude. Thanks, Derek. You always joke about Dub Edition remakes. Did you actually play any Midnight Club? I played the fuck out of Midnight Club Dub Edition remakes. That game's hard. The Midnight Club games were tough. Those were tough racing games, dude. That's what I remember about them the most, was that they were fucking hard. Like, those are hard racing games. Final Fantasy VIII is a masterpiece? No. Final Fantasy VIII's got too many problems, dude. And I'm not even sticking up for Final Fantasy VII, okay? Final Fantasy VII is good for its time. It has its good points. But 7 is a better game than 8. And 8 it's got too many ideas that don't work. Too much stuff in that game doesn't work. The story is just not that interesting. The music's good, of course. The battle system's terrible. The junction system is not fun. It's not fun to draw magic out over and over again, you know, for an hour and a half, and then not want to use your magic spells because it's going to lower your stats. The game is fucking easy as fuck. I mean, I beat that game. I beat Final Fantasy VIII. I didn't level up at all. There's no grinding. I mean, in that regard, it's good, but the battle system sucks. I would play, and I beat the Final Fantasy games I've beat. I've beat Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 12, and Final Fantasy 13. But yeah, level scaling is one of the worst things they've ever had in any RPG. It's a bad idea. The whole point of RPGs, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? The whole point of an RPG is to get overpowered. The whole point of an RPG is that you can bust a nut and destroy the earth with it. You know what I mean? That's the point of an RPG. And when the enemies scale with you, it takes the whole point out of it. I never understood that. You know, with Elder Scrolls and how they do that stuff, it kind of works because you can still get pretty strong with, you know, basically breaking the game. But when RPGs do that, it doesn't work. Okay? It's not fun to fight level rats that you fought in the beginning of the game that can kick your ass at level 52. You know, I want to level up and destroy that shit just by looking at them, dude. There's an enemy over here. Done. Just by glance, side glance. It's lame. Thanks, AB. The original Silent Hill team said the series was over after 3 and the rest they didn't want to work on. They were right. 1 through 3 is the best. Rest suck. I just don't like Silent Hill, dude. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like, I remember when Silent Hill 1 came out. Like, I can't even tell you guys how excited I was for Silent Hill. Okay? I was balls deep in the horror movies and stuff like that. And I read the synopsis of that game, and I was like, oh my Jesus. I was like, this looks amazing. You know what I mean? You're trapped in instead of just one police station or one mansion, you're trapped in a town that's got demons, and the demons look scary, and everything looks so good in this game. And I remember, you know, because I bought all the Squaresoft games, and they were hyping this game up. And the day it came out, dude, I rented it. It did nothing for me, dude. And to this day, it still doesn't do anything. I just don't think they're fun games to play. And then Silent Hill 2 was the first PS2 game I ever had. So I tried again with Silent Hill 2 because of how good of reviews it was getting at the time. It doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for me, dude. Like, I like horror games where I can at least fight back a little bit. You know, I don't want to run away from everything. There's very few horror games like that I like. I like Outlast a lot. I think Outlast is one of the best horror games ever made. Ever. But it has to be done right. And it just, you never feel strong enough in Silent Hill. And, you know, I'm always lost. I never know where to go. Everything looks the same. You know, the limited visibility in the first game especially is a detriment. It's just fucking ridiculous. But 3 always kind of interested me because I like how it was set in a mall in the beginning. I thought that was kind of cool. Thanks, Flame Hero. Hopefully, Working Designs sell their rights to game arts so they can remaster Lunar and Lunar 2 like they did Grandia. Dude, I would... I would lose it. As much as I like Lunar, okay, and I do love Lunar. As much as I love Lunar, it's a type of game that doesn't really change. And you get to about the halfway point in Lunar, and you're still using the same attacks for the rest of the game. So, like, sword dance, you know, like, there's just a few attacks. It's a very limited game. And people have told me Lunar 2 fixes that. It makes it more challenging. The battle system's better. That's great. But there's something about the first Lunar and the story and the music and the setup and everything. I really, really, really like that game. So, but it's a very simple RPG. It's an early RPG. It came out in the early 90s, right, on Sega CD. So it's... But at the same time... Big Chungus, first 2 discs of Final Fantasy VIII equals perfection. I don't know about that, dude. There are things about Final Fantasy VIII I like. I like Ultimacia's Castle. I think it's one of the coolest last areas in a game. I love Ultimacia's Castle. I wish every last boss in Final Fantasy games could have a castle or something really cool like that, you know? Not all of them do. Final Fantasy VII doesn't even have that. You just go into like a crater and fight Sephiroth, and it's like a 2-second thing. You just drop right down to him. It's weird. But it just doesn't work, dude. I don't think Final Fantasy VIII works. And that's cool if you like it. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you might be a little bit misguided. But there are things I like about 8. The music in 8 is great. I would say 8 is one of the best soundtracks. I love that Sutiki Dana or whatever song. I love that song. You know, I had it on my MP3 player for years. And, or is that Final Fantasy X? There's a song in Final Fantasy VIII I really liked. I think the love story in it's kind of done well. You know, but I think it's done better in 10. So, I don't know. Thanks, Rose City. Ramones invented punk, inspired Iron Maiden thoughts. No. Dude, I've never been a fan of the Ramones, dude. I don't get it. I've listened to their catalog. I don't get it, dude. Okay, look. You know, I get it at the time. It was like a movement, and it was like a, you know, fuck you, like kiss my ass type of music, and, you know, I'm not really that good of a player, but I'm still gonna get up here and rock. I get that, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're good musicians or that any of their music was really that good. I think that they were at the right place at the right time, and they're one of the biggest bands, I'll say that about it, with the Ramones. And I feel like Iron Maiden would have made what Iron Maiden was going to make with or without the Ramones, dude. And Iron Maiden got past that punk shit after the first 2 albums anyways. After Killers, they got Bruce Dickinson, and, you know, they got more cowbell up in that shit. Because I'm Bruce Dickinson, bitch. And I don't even like Killers, dude. Like, I was listening to that Killers album the other day. I don't like it. I think the first album's good. I don't really like Killers. And then Bruce Dickinson comes and lays waste. Thanks, Beautiful Vash. I would love if the original Clock Tower... Yes! That's a good one. That's a good yes. Slow clap. That's a good one. That Clock Tower absolutely needs to be remade. Clock Tower has interesting ideas, but this point and click. What is that noise? But this point and click fucking the game looks like a travesty, dude. Okay, the game looks like a blind, armless child preschooler drew the graphics. Like, even when I rented that game back in the day, I was like, oh shit, what did I get myself into? I fucked up. But then you get to the Scissor Man and it picks up a little bit, but that game doesn't hold up, dude. It doesn't. It's not good. Okay, it literally looks like everything in that game is made from paper mache, but instead of glue, they used jizz. And they just, like, you know, jizzed on the paper, skeet, and then they just, like, put it together, and it's just, like, blocks. You know, it's just bad. It's not even Legos. It's generic brand, Mega Bloks. It's bad. But I would say remake the PS1 version, because that's what I know. But I never played the Super Nintendo version. Thanks, Dumality. It seems like the mini console craze is dying. What would be your dream mini console? Most people really want Dreamcast or like PS2 or something. I would really think it would be really cool if there was a Sega CD one. You know, with Snatcher and Popful Mail and like all these crazy RPGs and stuff that were on the Sega CD. But I think Nintendo's done with that stuff because they know now they don't even have to sell you these games. They can get you locked into a monthly fucking fiasco, and you know, Nintendo is really coming down on ROMs, dude. Like I'm really, really surprised that they want to take this route and they think that this is like a fucking good thing to do. It's like, dude, you're never gonna get rid of ROMs, dude. It's never gonna happen. I got backup after backup after backup of ROMs, dude. I'm always gonna have ROMs. You know, this PC right here, that's back here. You know, that's my game station. I have that plugged into my TV, and I can play ROMs at any time. But that's a good question. I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah, they don't want to sell you these games anymore. They don't want you to own them anymore. Nintendo's getting really crazy, dude. You'd think with time they would get better with this stuff, but they're getting worse. Thanks, Big Chungus. Scissor Man is Angus Young. Favorite Pink Floyd album? That's hard. You know, back 15 years ago, 16 years ago, I would probably say The Wall. But over time, I'm kind of seeing what people are talking about with The Wall being kind of overrated and filled with a lot of filler stuff. And I don't know, I like Animals quite a bit. I like Wish You Were Here, but I always thought there wasn't enough songs on that album. I think Wish You Were Here is more of like an EP than anything. But, yeah. Animals is good. I just wish that the songs had better titles, dude. Yeah, man. Rocking out that Pigs on a Wing. Or something. Oh, my God. What song you rocking, dude? Dogs. Yup. Yeah. Ferret on a Stick. Deep Fried. Like, what is these titles, dude? Their early proggy albums are just so goofy. But Animals is good. I like Animals. I've always thought Dark Side of the Moon is overrated, dude. I don't get it. And I'm wearing a shirt that has influences from Dark Side of the Moon. I don't get it. I don't get it. I've listened to that album for years. I don't get it. I don't like any of the songs on that album, dude. I don't like Money. You know, I don't think it's that good of an album. Favorite Black Sabbath, I'm going to have to go with Heaven and Hell. Heaven and Hell! I think Dio is a far superior singer than Ozzy. I mean, I might get a little, all of a sudden this red dot. It's fucking... What the fuck is that? You know, might be taken out here for saying that, but I've never been that big into Ozzy, dude. I like Ozzy's solo stuff, some of it, but it's overplayed. If I hear Crazy Train one more time, I'm gonna lay on the tracks of a real train and let it smash me because I can't take it anymore, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I don't believe for a second that Ozzy wrote these songs, dude. I just don't believe it. I mean, the man can barely even breathe and walk at the same time, dude. Okay? Like, that's difficult. I mean, the guy is, like, just drooling all over himself here, you know? Like, he's shitting his pants. He's probably been wearing diapers since the fucking late 70s. And you're going to tell me that this guy in the 80s wrote these songs like Crazy Train and Bark at the Moon and stuff? I don't buy it, dude. I don't buy it. I've always believed he had, like, a ghostwriter... or his that guitarist that was in Ozzy, what's his name, that died, wrote some of his stuff, because there's no way, man. This guy can barely even move. You know, have you guys ever seen Ozzy live? Here's Ozzy live, dude. Bark at the moon. Bark at the moon. Bark at the moon. That's all he does. That's all he does. Yeah, Randy Rhoads. He probably wrote the fucking songs, dude. There ain't no way I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That's all he does on stage. Ozzy is boring as fuck, dude. Then he has to sit down. He has to sit down. Sit down for like half the concert. He's gonna sit. Bark at the moon. What's fun? What's so fun about that? Are you fucking serious? I was talking to my dad about Billy Squier the other day, and my dad said he saw Billy Squier. He said it was the gayest thing he ever seen in his life. And there's a video that Billy Squier made that actually ruined his career, you know, and it's called Rock Me Tonight. And I guess after that, he just became the biggest butt of every joke. And then, so after like 85 onward, his career was over after this video. So I went and watched the video to see what my dad was talking about, and holy fucking shit, dude. I mean, he's fucking in the video doing this shit. Rock me tonight, rock me tonight, rock me tonight. Yeah, and then this dude, cause like just, you know, it's just like rolling on the fucking, on the ground like this and shit. And I'm just like, called my dad, I was like, you're right. Yeah, gayest thing I ever seen. Oh, yep, alright, see you later. I was like, man, what the fuck? Because I like Billy Squier, dude. He had like 3 albums in a row with a lot of hits that I really liked. I really like The Stroke. There's some stuff I really like with Billy Squier, but my dad said it was the gayest concert he ever been to, dude. I mean, he's fucking... Rock me tonight, rock me tonight, rock me tonight. He starts sucking his dick. And it's just like, the fuck out of here, Squire. What are you doing, bro? Oh my god. Horrible. Thanks, AB. Ever see the GDC presentation on ROM preservation? Super Mario on the Wii Shop was a nesticle NES file Nintendo downloaded from a ROM site. I'm not surprised. They actually let speedrunners use the ROM to Mario and emulate it because it's exactly the same as playing it on a console. So that should prove to a lot of people right there. Like, there's literally no difference from playing Super Mario Brothers on a console than playing it on an emulator. So you guys gotta watch that, dude. After my stream's over, go watch Billy Squier Rock Me Tonight. Okay, and you might be craving some dick after you watch it. I'm telling you, dude, it's bad. I don't know what he was thinking. And if you look up Billy Squier, it even says in his Wikipedia that video ruined his career. Billy Squier has come out and said that video ruined his career. It's a shame, because I really like his music, dude. His second album, or his third album that had The Stroke on it, that's a great album. Are you a fan of Nickelback and Daughtry? Nah, dude, I don't like that kind of stuff, dude. When it comes to music, I like classic rock, I like progressive rock, I like progressive metal, I even like some country, you know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, you know, I don't like certain things, and there's nothing I like about that. There's some rap I like. Old school hip-hop, G-Funk, Snoop Dogg, Warren G, old Tupac. I mean, if you put Tupac Still Ballin' on there, I'm going to rock it, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Love that shit. But Nickelback, dude, come on, dude. Their songs are made in like a boardroom to try to figure out the lowest common denominator so people listen to them so they can sell albums, dude. They're not artists. But they're brilliant businessmen. For sure. They know what they're doing. What's up, Lulu? It has been a hot minute. No, I like a lot of stuff. I mean, I was listening to a random radio station, some 90s country stuff came on. I was like, this is alright, you know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff I'll listen to, you know? But there's just certain things, like, I just don't really get into that much. You know, I'm not really into punk music. Sex Pistols doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, Wu-Tang I like. I don't really like Nas. I think Nas made a song called Pass Me the Green that I really liked. Pass me the green, I need some weed with my Hennessy. Pass me some green, I need some weed with my Hennessy. Bum, 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 bum. And it uses the beat to the Phantasm movies. I like that. But I don't really like. I think Nas is overrated. You were in Southern Ohio like a week ago. You were pretty near me then. That's what I thought. Cartman Jam. I don't believe for a second Ozzy wrote anything. I don't. Ozzy probably has people hired to wipe his ass for him, dude. And you're going to tell me that this guy who's fucking so drugged out he's biting the heads off of bats and, you know, fucking literally shit himself all the time is gonna write some of these awesome songs? Dude, I don't believe it. You got Randy Rhoads making this shit, dude. He's making the guitar. He's doing the legwork. You're gonna tell me Ozzy's in here like, I want you to go bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, I don't believe it. No. Bullshit. I've never believed it. I've even told my dad that. I was like, Ozzy didn't write that stuff, dude. There's no way. And that stuff's gonna come out later on. You'll see. It'll come out later on. Probably after Ozzy dies, people will be like, he didn't write this stuff. He didn't write this stuff, dude. He probably has so much manipulation on his voice and everything else. I don't believe it. Master P? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's Master P. That's right. You're right. That was Master P. So I don't know any Nas then. I don't think there's any Nas. Then he made Illmatic or something, right? So I like Master P. Make him say, nah, nah, nah. I'm the colonel of this motherfucking tank. You after Big Bang, I'm after Big Bang. Third world hustlers, soldiers in combat. Man, you guys really got me wondering. Did I miss a donation? Hopefully not. Oh, I did. Hold on. Thanks, Thick Nick. Read the comments on that Billy Squire video. This makes Wham look like Pantera fucking dead. Dude, it's bad! Like, what are you thinking? Yeah, it's the 80s, dude. You could get away with a lot. Okay? Like, what's that Lionel Richie, like, dancing on the ceiling or some bullshit? Like, that video was pretty rough, too. It's the 80s. You can get away with a lot, but he pushed it to the limit. You can't tell me he don't like dick on the side, at least. You think Disney should buy Nintendo? Fuck no, dude. They own enough. At what point are they going to call a monopoly on Disney? At what point is... How much can they buy to where people are going to be like, no more? No more. I mean, when's enough? I feel like there's an alternate universe where Disney went out of business. They were so close to going out of business in the 80s, dude. Around their Dark Cauldron days and stuff, they were that close to not existing anymore. And they got Little Mermaid literally saved that company. If it wasn't for Little Mermaid, that was the beginning of the Disney Renaissance. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't be here. I mean, that was literally like their Final Fantasy. Like, they had like one more shot, dude. You know, these movies they made in the 80s, they didn't make no money. Great Mouse Detective, I think the stuff, it just didn't make no money. Little Mermaid brought them back. I mean, it's crazy. Thanks, AB. Those FPGA emulator machines are literally down to the circuit timing, the same as the consoles. Only difference is the ROM loads from an SD. Exactly. Dude, it's just... This stuff, and I've talked about this before, these games, these systems, they're not going to last forever. Okay? We have to preserve this stuff. Some people might not care and don't care about rebuying the same games over and over again and playing them on a system for a little bit until they move on to something else. But some of us don't want to buy these games anymore. I've already bought them, and legally I'm allowed to play this. I bought it already. I bought Mario 3. 4,000 times. I'm not buying it again. I'm not. Never. Ever. Eat a dick. I'm not doing it. Okay? It's just not gonna happen. Suck my fucking balls. If I want to fucking play Mario 3 on my fucking PC, I'm gonna do that. Okay? That's all there is to it. If you want to get a fucking bullshit console and have 50,000 hookups and converter boxes and all this other bullshit just so you can play it on the TV and make it look halfway decent with even more lag than there would be if you just played it on an emulator on your PC, then go ahead. Okay? But know this, you're not impressing anybody. Nobody cares but you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about anybody's game collection. You know, I show my game collection sometimes because a lot of people ask what I have and what I don't have and what I can and can't stream. But ultimately, you're the one that cares. Okay? So if people are out here trying to impress people because they got, you know, the frame Merster, nobody cares, dude. Okay? I frame Meistered your girlfriend's butthole last night, dude. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, dude? I gave her the dick Meister. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then these same motherfuckers will act like, I don't understand why I can't get women, dude. Well, get the frame Meister out the fucking room, dude. Okay? Get your game collection is blocking the door. Women can't even get into your apartment. There's games everywhere. Okay? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? At a certain point, you gotta just move on from this shit. You gotta fucking, you know, I'm not... NES will play on anything. Anything, dude. Okay? You can probably play NES games on a fucking pregnancy test. There's no reason to buy a metal-clad aluminum fucking NES secondhand thing that some person made in their garage for $500 that you need to play on a CRT or get a converter box that's another $500. Okay? So you can fucking play Super Mario Brothers, a game from 1985, dude. No one cares! No one cares! Nintendo sure as fuck don't care. Thanks, Stu Malady. Thoughts on Daft Punk? I listened to their entire discography, and I seriously don't get it. They have a few good songs, but I don't get it either, dude. I don't get it either. They came out in the late 90s with that stuff, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Around the world, around the world. And then just have like the same thing looping over and over again, and I didn't get it. I had one friend named Chris who listened to them all the time, dude. He drove this shitbox 5-speed that you could hear coming from all the way in the next county. You'd hear it coming. Like, oh, you know, here comes Chris. And you open this door, and it's around the world, around the world. You sit in his car. It's like, what's up, dude? What's up, man? He'd fucking take you somewhere, and it was just like, oh my god. Daft Punk, the soundtrack they did for Tron Legacy, forget about it. It's amazing. Okay, if they had done more stuff like that, I would probably have been a fan of the group, but ultimately did not happen. Thanks, Gizmo. Disney Princess tier list. I don't know. I don't think you could really count Meg from Hercules as a Disney princess, but if I could make one Disney princess, like, real, okay, and I would probably make her real, because she's the fucking coolest. I like Meg, dude. Meg don't give a fuck. Meg's just like, eat a fat dick, dude. Like, I don't need your bullshit. So... Jasmine's okay. I don't know. I'm all about who can I hang with. Okay, who can I tolerate their existence for the longest? I like Meg. PS5's doing baller, dude. I've never had any problems with my PS5 at all. No freezes. I'm able to turn it in rest mode just fine. Don't listen to what anybody says. So, Muda? Yeah, dude, I'm talking about, like, these people want this NES stuff, dude. It's dumb. It's been priced out completely. It's done. Okay? It's done. And I would suggest people, if you're going to collect old stuff, get on the Sega Genesis before that goes crazy. That seems to be, going, it kind of fluctuates. But NES, dude, to collect all these NES games, you're talking like $20,000 to get all these games, dude. It's not worth it. No one fucking cares. Just use an emulator, dude. If you need the ROMs, Arbiter will hook you up, dude. Arbiter's over there in the alley behind the Walmart with the trench coat, dude. He's what are you buying? What are you selling, dude? He's got them all. I got a hard drive right here with 1 million ROMs. There's no point. Life's too short. Life's too short, dude. No one cares. No one cares about your game wall. Nope. Nope. You can play Doom on a pregnancy test. Actually, they found that out to be fake. I guess that guy that did that pregnancy test thing, took everything out of it and, changed it so much that it wasn't really a pregnancy test anymore. So it was, all the stock parts of the pregnancy test were taken out. So it's not really a pregnancy test at that point. Thanks, Sick Night. Nintendo used to include ROMs in their games for free. That was back before everyone had an online store. Yeah, somebody on the board alerted the Nintendo higher-ups showed them what was up with ROMs. I can just see that meeting. They had the round table, and they're all sitting there, and they're playing our games for free! We could sell them Super Mario Bros. 3 for the 400th time. I don't like 50 Cent. I remember when 50 Cent first hit. When 50 Cent first came out, my mom, texted me, I wasn't even... This is before texting. It was early 2000s. My mom told me about, Eminem's got a new rapper that he's rapping with named 50 Cent. Check him out. And then The Club came out. And then The Club was alright. And then it was just nothing. I think ultimately 50 Cent was a letdown. I don't think he ever, got to where he should have been. I like Kanye. A lot of his stuff is good. I like Yeezus. Is it Yeezus? Is that the album I like? Let me double check. Pretty sure Yeezus is the album I like a lot. Yeah, I like Yeezus. Some people don't like that album. I think it's cool. I like the sound of it. It's this really, almost techno influences and electronic music stuff. I like. Yeezus is good. He's pretentious, but he's talented. Even though he's losing his mind right now, and it's he's on God is Great 57 now. I think he's trying to get out of his record contract. Because if you look and you do some reading up on Kanye's smart. And I think I read that Kanye, when he signed his record deal, he signed a lifetime deal. So he can't retire or something like that. So what I think he's doing now is I think he's just trying to fuck up so much that the record label kicks him off so he can just do his own thing. Because there's no way he's serious about these God is Great 58,000. Come on, dude. We know what you can do here. Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus... College Dropout, I think. The one with the teddy bears on it. Death Grips, I love Death Grips. But I don't love everything from Death Grips. I'm not going to sit here and say everything they make is good. I thought their last album was shit. Okay, I thought it was dog shit. When it comes to Death Grips, I'll tell you guys right now what I like with Death Grips. Here, hold on. Which, I'm kind of wondering what's up with them, because they haven't made anything in a while. But when it comes to Death Grips... Okay, I really like Ex-Military. I really like some stuff off the Money Store. I like the entirety of No Love Deep Web. I love their electronic stuff. I like Government Plates. The Powers That Be, I like some of it. Not all of it. Because it's a 2 different album deal. Bottomless Pit I like. I would say probably Bottomless Pit might be my favorite album from them. And I thought Year of the Snitch was dog shit. So, I don't know. Then they have these other EPs and other releases like, what is it? Death Grips? Oh, it's an EP they had. Steroids, I really like that Gabber Mega Mix. I like Fashion Week, some of the stuff from that. I thought Gmail and the Restraining Orders was dog shit. So their recent stuff has not been that great. Thanks, beautiful Vash. You can play Quake 2 on a Nokia E72 with a Bluetooth mouse. You can probably play that game on a toaster. Oh, I missed a couple donations here. Thanks, Rose City. How can I get ROMs easiest? I have a PS4 and a phone. You can download them on your phone, but I don't recommend playing them on your phone. You can get like a controller thing and put your phone in it and play them that way. But you got a PC, don't you? I mean, even the weakest PC, you can go out and get a $100 Chromebook and play ROMs on it. Get a Vita. I mean, I got my Vita. Get a Vita. Right here, dude. This is my beater Vita. You know, I got playing Super Nintendo on it right now. It's fucking awesome, dude. An OLED screen, batteries, everything is really easy to repair on it. Best D-pad of all time. When I play ROMs, most of the time I'm playing them on Vita. So, I always got my Vita by my side. I need to get like a, you know, like on my side, like, you know, instead of a gun, I have my Vita on my side. Thanks, AB. Funniest new feature they're doing now is you can play SNES online on Switch like you could with ZSNES on Windows 98 22 years ago. Yeah, dude. It's Nintendo that just, they want to milk this stuff, okay? They don't want to sell it to you anymore. They know that they can just... I'm not playing a game on an online service like that. I'm not doing that. I want to play a 40-hour RPG on Switch Online. Like, I mean, I might not even decide to have Switch Online next month. That's fucking dumb. Thanks, Buddha. Oh, I see. Game collections are cool, but at this point I'm emulating PS3 just because it's convenient. It's all about being convenient, dude. I agree. Vita holster. Because I got all my stuff on it, dude. How does a DS emulator run on Vita? I don't play it, so I couldn't tell you. I have a Vita I have a 3DS with a card that will play all those games. So if I really want to play DS, I can play it. So I don't really emulate it. Get an OLED Vita, dude. They're not impossible to get. I mean, you can find them. Go to the like Facebook Marketplace. People sell them. Switch Online sucks. Switch Online is bogus. There's nothing on Switch Online that's worth it, dude. But Vita is awesome. I don't like Kendrick. Dude, I think Kendrick Lamar is like the most overrated artist to come out of the last 20 years, dude. Like, look, I don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. I like Humble. And I like King Kunta. But that's about as far as it goes, dude. When it comes to Kendrick Lamar. I think a lot of his songs sound the same. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is one of the most overrated albums in the history of time, dude. Okay, I've listened to it. I've listened to Pimp a Butterfly like 3 times, and it's not that good. Okay? A lot of the songs are real mid-tempo to lower-tempo songs that never seem to go anywhere. It needed more stuff like King Kunta, dude. I don't get it. Shaw's is like, I 100% agree, and I'm black. Dude, I don't get it. And like I said, I like rap, dude. There's a lot of rap I like. But I don't get it with Kendrick Lamar, dude. I think he's held on this pedestal, and I don't get it, dude. I'll turn Humble on. I like the beat on Humble and stuff like that, but he's not that good, dude. Like, and it seems like he almost has a certain sound on certain of his songs that I think if he would have explored more, like King Kunta, when that when that guitar comes on, it's really cool. But it's just like a lot of his songs are boring. They're boring. I don't care if they tell a story. I mean, I'm not here to know your life story, dude. I'm here to jam. And it's just not that great. Do I find myself to be sexy? No. I don't even look like this most of the time. Usually it looks like I roll out of bed and with my hair's all fucked up and shit like that. But I'm glad you agree, Shaz. You know, there's some rappers I just don't get. I don't get it. I do not get it, dude. A lot of this stuff that's on the radio now is dog shit. It's dog shit. Okay? This Nicki Minaj and stuff, dude, they're not good, dude. They're not good. Have you ever seen like live performances from some of these like really horrible rappers, dude, when they get on stage? It's bad. Like without studio help and like 50,000 engineers and stuff to make these people sound good, they're not good. Okay, and when they're live, dude, they're just, you can barely hear them. They're and then they always got that backup guy. So all his only job is to be like, yeah, word. You know, like I want to be that guy, dude. I want to be the hype man. But it sucks. It's trash, dude. Old school hip hop is awesome, dude. It's awesome. I was bummed when I heard, what's his name just died recently, that you say he's just a friend guy, Biz Markie. I was bummed. I like that stuff, dude. I like Eazy-E. You know? I fucking, it sucks that we don't have that anymore. Rap was good, used to be so good, dude. They used to have really good beats. They would tell a story, they were fun. Rap music used to be fun. What happened to the fun? Okay, now it all sounds the same. It's all just got this trap-influenced bullshit in it. You can't understand anybody. The beats are trash. You know? It's just, it sucks. There's very few rap songs that I like anymore. DMX was pretty good back in the day. You look handsome, thanks. Thank you. Nate Dogg, dude. Nobody does it better. Biz Markie, yeah, dude, sucks. Remember when Kendrick got that white chick up on stage? Yeah, that was a setup, and I didn't take kindly to that at all. What's she supposed to do? What's she supposed to do? You're gonna bring this woman up on the stage and you want her to rap the song? Is she supposed to just skip over the words? It's the words in the song. She's not racist. These are the words in the song. She was set up, dude, and I didn't find that good at all. That was not good. That was a very awkward situation for her, dude. I mean, she's up there, she's rapping the song. She's doing well, but these are the words in the song. It was just, I don't know. It was just bad. And Kendrick Lamar is smart enough to know that that was an awkward situation that he put her in. Oh, I got it. Thanks, Bert. I have modded and/or chipped all of my old systems. I rarely buy individual games anymore, except Mega Man and other games I truly love. I love modding. Yeah, dude, that's why I have good memories of the Wii, because that was the first system I ever modded. I got 193 people in here, dude. That's really fucking cool. Just hearing me talk. Hell yeah, bitches. You like Slick Rick or MF Doom? I like MF Doom. I was sad when he died. That was a bummer. Dude, I like Lady Gaga. Okay, here's the red dot. Blow me. I think Lady Gaga's talented. Okay. What else do we got here? You know what I mean? Like, compared to a lot of the stuff that's on the radio, like Lady Gaga is like several levels above a lot of these other stupid bitches. And there's stuff that she has made that I enjoy it, you know. And I don't need to make excuses for that. She's made some good music, dude. That Born This Way album has some good tunes on it, and that's just all there is to it. She's not that. She's, you know, yeah, it's not stuff I typically listen to. I'm more of a rock guy, but it's not that bad. You know, Lady Gaga's got some good stuff, dude. And that's all there is to it. You know, she's a crazy bitch, dude. She's talented, dude. She made that movie. What's that movie she was in? And that song she made for the movie. That's talent, okay? Like, that's songwriting. That's a song. She wrote that. You know, that's talent. Okay? She actually put some effort into it. She can sing. She can play the piano. She can play instruments. Okay? Yeah, I don't like Poker Face. I'm over that shit. But I do like Bad Romance. I'll rock that sometimes. Star is Born. Yeah, she was in that. She was really good in that movie. She can act. Okay? The song she did for that was really good. You know, like I said, I like certain types of music, and I will gravitate towards that. But I'm not going to sit here and say Lady Gaga has no talent, because she does. But she was good in that Star is Born. Ariana Grande doesn't have any talent, dude. She's garbage. This is what I'm saying. You're going to put Ariana Grande next to Lady Gaga? Who has the more talent? Lady Gaga has more talent in her shits, in her Taco Bell shits, than Ariana Grande has in the entirety of her being. Okay? Lady Gaga might be overrated, but she's still got talent, and she's got some songs that I'll listen to. Pink is okay, but everything she makes sounds the same. Like, I can't deal with Pink because it's just... Like, I can't even remember her songs because a lot of her songs are all the same. Like, all her songs are like one fucking song, and then they just like, you know, different things. Different versions of every song she makes. It's just annoying. She's got some bangers. Oh yeah, she does, Muda. Adele is better than Lady Gaga. Voice-wise, yes. Does she have the work ethic that Lady Gaga has, though? Okay, Adele can't pump out 2 albums within a 15-year lifespan here, you know? Adele's like, oh, I got gas. I got gas from Taco Bell. Hey, I'm not going to make an album this year, you know? It's like, what? Okay? Adele is insane, dude. Like, she comes off the biggest album of, like, the last 20 years. She wins, like, the Grammy for Best Album and all this other shit. And she's like, I'm going to take a 10-year break. You know, like, what? You know? It's fucking insane. She needs a better work ethic, dude. I mean, she just thinks she can come back at any time and be popular. That don't happen anymore. Like, we don't live in an age that these artists can come back 4 or 5 years down the line and still retain their fan base. Okay, this ain't the 80s. This ain't the B-52s. This ain't Love Shack. First hit they had in like 15 years after Rock Lobster, okay? We don't live in that age anymore. Artists need to... You need an album every 2 years or nobody's gonna know who you are. And Adele's fucking up with that, dude. Thanks, Zach. So glad to see you streaming again. I know it's been a while. While on this topic, another overrated famous person is Meryl Streep. I've never liked anything Meryl Streep was in, dude. You nailed it, bro. I think Meryl Streep is overrated sauce. She's not that good. I feel that way with Julia Roberts, too. I don't think Julia Roberts has ever been in anything I like, dude. Ever. Meg Ryan's almost there, too. I mean, Harry Met Sally's okay. I mean, she's just not that great, dude. Thanks, Ryan. Biggest guilty pleasure music in video game. Guilty pleasure music? I said it earlier. Like, I'll listen to some 90s country. You know, like, what was that song that came on the radio here recently? There's a song called Dust on the Bottle, which I can't remember what artist they did that, but this artist opened up for a Leonard Skinner. I think it was Leonard Skinner when I seen Leonard Skinner, and he's still good, and he did that Dust on a Bottle song, and I was like, might be a little dust on the bottle. You know, like some of that stuff. I'll listen to it, dude. It just depends on what mood I'm in. Video game wise, I don't have it. I'll play whatever the fuck I want. And I don't feel guilty about it at all, dude. You know, I'm 34 years old. I'll rock DuckTales right now, dude. I don't give a fuck. So I don't feel guilty with video games. If I like a game, I'm gonna play it. With music, yeah, I'm not gonna roll through through town rocking that shit. Certain shit. Billie Eilish looks good. I agree. Billie Eilish is okay, but with Billie Eilish is more of a product. She's more of a personality, and she has a couple songs that Ani was playing that have pretty good beats to them, but I don't like her voice. Thanks, Zach. The music and TV industry is dead. Cable in general. Yeah, my internet provider is always trying to get me to get cable. I'm like, I don't want cable. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. How wide is the closet behind you? What is in there? Oh, that's just... that's basically Ani's closet. I have my deodorant and stuff in there too, but it's Ani's scents from Bed Bath & Beyond. And so she gets these spray bottles and shit like that. LMFAO, yeah, I remember them. Thanks to Melody. It's crazy how Beach Boys didn't have a hit for a decade and a half, and then they dropped Kokomo in 1989. Yeah. Dude. Same thing with the Grateful Dead. Like, you're talking about the Grateful Dead, a band that never had any hits. They went through the 60s and 70s. They're a jam band. They're not an albums band. And then they come out with Shades of Grey or whatever in the 80s. And it's just like, I always forget that's even done by the Grateful Dead. But that was able to be done. That was able to be done in the 80s. These artists could come back. Like Yes, that band Yes, okay? Crazy experimental progressive rock band from the 70s. Comes out in the 80s and makes Owner of a Lonely Heart that sounds nothing like anything they've made, and they were able to rock it. That could only happen back then, dude. That just doesn't happen anymore. Rock in general is just dead, dude. You really, on the radio at least. If you do some digging, there's still rock bands to listen to, but it's not the cultural phenomenon it used to be. It's a kind of shitty. But Pet Sounds, I think, Beach Boy album, that was really good. Thanks, Doug Keller. Biggest music guilty pleasure is Limp Bizkit. I like Limp Bizkit, dude. I don't give a fuck. Hold on one sec. Ani's calling. What's up, babe? I'm streaming. Wow, what's going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm having a blast, dude. I'm just doing like a Q&A, and people are getting me some really cool stuff to talk about. So, you want a beatdown? You want to come over here? You want to wrestle? Yeah, you better say you're kidding to that. You ready to do some vlogs? All the stuff we order better come tomorrow. So, all right, baby. All right, love you. Bye. All right. Make sure she picks you up a sandwich. I'm starving. I can't make my own sandwich. Who remembers Voivod? I remember it because I thought that was the stupidest band name ever. I think band names are important. They're important. If your band name is stupid, and I don't know, to me, you need something that's catchy, something that people can really gravitate towards. Yeah, people remember Flotsam and Jetsam, but it's just a goofy-ass fucking band name, dude. There was a band name that I found the other day that made me laugh my fucking ass off. What was it called? God, hold on. I texted my mom the band name here. Hold on, let me find it. gotta find it. I can't remember what it's called. It's just the goofiest band name ever, but I really liked it. I thought it was like a really clever band name. I know I texted it to my mom. I'll find it here. Give me a minute. I mean, it's just like you look at Led Zeppelin. Is Led Zeppelin a great band name? I was never been. I mean, it's okay. Their music is really good, though. Oh, here it is. Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza. That's the best band name ever. That's the best band name ever, dude. That's awesome. Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza. That's fucking awesome, dude. I don't even care what kind of band it is. I don't care what kind of music they make. I'm gonna go see this band because of their fucking band name. I don't think they're together anymore, but Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza. That's hilarious. That band is sick. I didn't get to listen to any of their stuff, but that's fucking awesome, dude. Best band name ever. Because I seen it on a video or something where they were talking about the worst band names, and that was on there. I was like, no, that's fucking brilliant. That's the best. No, Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza was like a fairly recent band. Thank Mark. Do you still feel bad for Noah? I don't feel bad for Noah at all. I don't feel bad for Spoonie at all. Spoonie had a chance. He was given it on a silver platter, dude, and he just kept knocking the platter over, and people kept putting the platter back up, putting all the stuff on it, and he would just, every time. Look, you know, I have anxiety myself, okay? I have, you know, different mental things, and I deal with it, but I don't take it out on my fans, dude. My fans are really important to me. You know, I have OCD really bad, and I deal with different things and stuff I don't even talk about, you know, but I don't take it out on my fans. I would never get on here and bitch you guys out like that, and do, it's wrong. I'm a very different person than what I was back in 2007, 2008, you know, when a lot of people kind of turned against me in certain ways, but I'm just not that person anymore. I haven't been for a long time. But even back then, I wasn't going railing against my fans, and Spoonie is a jerk. He's a jerk. He was a jerk back then, dude. He never interacted with us. It didn't happen. I had conversations with all the reviewers back then. Armake, Urinating Tree, he was a dick too. Wizwar, Aqualung, you know, Guru Larry. We were all friends. It was great. It was a community. But not Spoonie, dude. He wanted no part of the retarded kids. He was sitting at the cool table. You know, he wasn't hanging with the retards. That's the way he saw us. Wasn't happening. Was not happening. Jedi was another one I never talked to. Jedi never reached out to me. Helsing I talked to here or there, because when I did it came from public domain. When I did those, he was in them a couple times, and he was really bad. And Stan Birdman always wanted him out. Stan Birdman's like, can you just kick this guy out? He's like, he sucks. Stan Birdman used to crack me up. It's like, please get rid of Helsing. He's not good. But, you know, I'm glad I had that time with Helsing in retrospect. Jedi was, he was an idiot. But he was weird. Nobody, he was just this weird entity that nobody ever talked to, nobody ever knew anything about. He had a few reviews that he could sort of call himself a reviewer, but it wasn't good. Ever listened to Ween? I like Ocean Man. Ocean Man, take your bottle hand, got you through the sound. I like Ocean Man. I don't like a lot of Ween, though. I think it's annoying. Primus is another one. Like, I like some Primus, but I remember downloading their entire discography one time and listening to Primus, and I'm just like, I don't know about this. You know, they are very hit and miss, dude. They'll go from a really good album to a shit album in like 5 seconds. Collab with Movie Blob? No way. I can't handle that cuck. You watched WizWar's videos back then because there was nothing else to watch. It actually surprises me how few reviewers there were back then. When YouTube first hit, you'd think everybody would want that. They do now. You know, like over since 2005, I mean, it's grew into this thing where everybody is a reviewer now of varying degrees of quality. But back then, there was like 12 people, and that was it. And I was one of them. I knew I could do it. You know, like I knew I could do it. I knew it. I just needed to learn how to edit, which I taught myself how to do. I taught myself how to do everything. Nobody taught me how to do anything. When I made Action 52 back then, I did that myself. That was all me. With an iToy mic that barely worked on a PC that overheated constantly. That laptop I showed you guys, that big fucking Bertha, big beast fucking laptop that's like that thick. Dude, it was a Toshiba Satellite with a Pentium 4 in it that overheated. And if it was like 65 degrees outside, it was too hot for that computer, it would overheat. I had to have a fan on either side, a fan underneath. You know, I would like put it in the freezer for a couple minutes and then like take it out, get it cool. You couldn't, dude. The biggest mistake they ever made in computer history was putting a Pentium 4 in a fucking laptop. Oh my god. But nobody taught me shit. I did it all myself. A PS2 iToy is what I used back then for a mic. Undercover Filmer, yeah, I remember him. Weezer is a weird band, dude. I liked their first album with Buddy Holly. Then they got weird with their second album, Pinkerton. And then they came back after that. A long hiatus with Hash Pipe. I didn't like a lot of other songs on that album, though. And then they just made like a Van Halen covers album or some bullshit. Like, why do people do that? Why do people make covers albums? Guns N' Roses, at the height of their popularity, makes a covers album and then like breaks up. Spaghetti Incident. I miss Reupload too, but as much as I liked Reupload, I never really thought those guys were all that funny, honestly. You know, I don't know. Slow Beef and Diabetes, they're okay. They had a good chemistry. I just didn't think that. I just thought that a lot towards the end, a lot of their videos were just really boring. And they're still around, but just not, you know, that much. Slow Beef has actually liked a few of my videos before. He's talked about them and left comments and stuff. Thoughts on that Nickelodeon Smash Brothers game? I don't even know anything about it, bro. Thanks, Dumality. Thanks, Doug Keller. Did you watch Jackass back in the day? I did. Not as much as some people, though. I always kind of, you know, it depends on what it was. And I watched the movies. I never really watched the show. Like, it was on a few times and I watched it, but I watched the movies and stuff like that. But the new movie looks good. Brett's a pretty pissed off PewDiePie. Is PewDiePie still this as popular? Like, I don't get it. I don't get PewDiePie, dude. I don't get it. I really don't. It's weird, the stuff that gets fucking popular. Spaghetti Instant, I like their cover of Hair of the Dog on it. Boom, 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 boom. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. You're messing with a son of a bitch. My mom used to say, like, they would have school dances back in the day, back in their 80s and 70s and stuff, and they would always try to play that Hair of the Dog and see how far they could get before the teachers scrambled to turn it off. It's crazy that they ever even played that on the radio, thinking about it now. Thanks, Big Chungus. Remember gaming in the Clinton years? Yeah. Navigator, he was the worst. He obviously knew nothing about games. I don't even know how... was there like a video or something that explained how that guy even got into doing this stuff? Like, you could tell he knew nothing about what he was talking about, dude. He was like 20 times worse than Classic Game Room. Only kids watch PewDiePie. You'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised. I would never let my kid watch that garbage. Oh, he was on public access. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Kadikarus. I like a few of his videos. They're informative. Classic Game Room was pretty bad, dude. It was pretty bad. Classic Game Room started out pretty solid, and then it got just silly. Like, he started putting no effort into his videos, and I even called him out on it, and he even posted like one of my comments on his Twitter because he was crying about it one time. It was so funny. But I got to the point that his videos were just a joke. He would sit there talking about Truxton. Like, he liked Truxton on the Genesis, so like every review he would have to bring up Truxton. And some of his reviews were not even reviews. Like, he wouldn't even show game footage in some of these games he's reviewing. And it just became a joke. Yeah, he did these Who Defeats, where he'd put up like two different things and see which one was better, and the videos were like 2 minutes long, and no, he doesn't even do those anymore. He switched his channel over to something else, and then it was comic books for like a few months, and now I don't think he's made anything in a long time. I used to talk to Maddox. I had Maddox on my Facebook. I think he may have unfriended me. I don't know, because I haven't talked to him in a while. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was weird. They had a whole other channel with a whole bunch of other people also reviewing games on CGR. CGR sold all his stuff, which proves right there he wasn't really a gamer, dude. Was not a gamer. True gamers don't sell all their stuff. Game Dude was always a joke. He is a game dude. He is so rude. Shut the fuck up, dude. Retard. Idiot. Jerk. Thanks, Ocarina. Rob, what were your thoughts on the Wii U? Always wondered. It was a joke. It's the worst possible way they could have followed up the Wii. And it was just like, I would have liked to be in the board meetings before that system came out. And you're telling me nobody was in there, was just like, hey, yeah, listen. Are we really going with the name Wii U? Are we really going to call it that? Like, you don't think that that's going to confuse people? You don't think that the people are going to think that's like an offshoot of the Wii or an upgrade to the Wii? It's, how are people supposed to know what the fuck this is, dude? Okay? I'd be like, I quit. Fuck this place. Like, what? They shouldn't have named it that. That was their first problem. Their second problem is they half-assed everything about that system. The tablet controller's battery life was like 13 seconds. Okay, it was so cheap feeling. I remember playing my brother's Wii U. It was just like, oh my god, dude. The tablet felt hollow. The screen was like, I think it was even resistive. It like, ew, dude. Ew. It felt like a Fisher-Price toy, dude. Like, it was bad. And my brother didn't even defend it. He hated it. You know, he had some good games on it. But they were mostly just remakes. Remake of fucking Twilight Princess. Remake of Wind Waker. You know? It was just dog shit, dude. It was dumb. You couldn't even go take a dump with the fucking tablet controller. You go take a dump, by the end of the dump, the fucking thing's dead. It felt hollow. Like, it felt like a Cracker Jack toy. Like a gumball machine toy, dude. It was horrible. It's like one of those, like, kids tablets that you buy for kids that are just junk, that can't do really much of anything. That's what it felt like. I don't know what they were thinking with that, dude. At least the Switch actually feels quality. It's made out of metal. What's up, Jawbreaker? Yeah, you're way late, bro. I was wondering where you were. 204 people, dude. Holy shit. Got some people up in this bitch. What's up, Convert? Haven't seen you in ages. Those rotating shifts. Don't you work 12 hours? I've been off work because of my surgery, but I'm going back to work here in a few days, so... No problem, Ocarina. On Wednesday, I'll go back to work. Should, anyways. By the end of the dump, the thing was dead. You couldn't get 15 feet away from the TV with the tablet controller. You would lose connection. It was a joke. Can I borrow my PS5? Yeah, right. It's back there chilling. You can see it. Right there. And there's the Xbox next to it. It's hard to do this when I'm looking only at the screen, but there's the Xbox next to it. Have I done LSD? No. I've had opportunities, and I've always fucking, you know, been like, nah, I better not. Well, I had my surgery in May, and then I've been off since then because I was, for the first, like, month, I was wearing a boot on my foot. And I could barely walk, dude. And then this last month, I've been recouping. I'm not really that pleased with the surgery. It didn't really do what it needed to do, but it is what it is at this point. Xbox, no. Xbox not collecting dust. I use my Xbox quite a bit, dude. Quite a bit. I enjoy it. Rare Replay is always in rotation. I got some downloaded games on there. Lost Odyssey I was playing on there. Stay away from LSD. LSD is like mushrooms. See, I didn't particularly care for mushrooms, so I don't think I'll particularly care for LSD. But my brother who's done acid tells me it's not what you think. So my brother's like, it's not what you think it is, dude. You're not seeing, you know, dancing pandas with 10-foot dicks jumping all over your face and stuff. It's not like that, he says. He said you feel good and you get creative and you feel like that. And he's almost talked me into it a couple times, but I just remember mushrooms, dude. I would do mushrooms and it would just never stop, dude. I mean, 8 hours of fucking feeling like you don't even belong on the earth anymore. Series X or PS5? PS5. I would say that I like the design of the Series X better than the PS5. And the controller's battery lasts a whole lot longer when you get the rechargeable battery in it. But the PS5 is my jam. My jam of jams. I'm 34. Killer 7. The U.S. mix border and lines long as fuck. Thanks for streaming. Oh, the U.S.-Mexican border and line's long as fuck. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not anywhere around that area. But it's chaos. Thanks, AB. I had a Wii U and played the Mario games without touchpad, and I got to a part where it said, you need the touchscreen for this level. Then I sold my Wii U. The Wii U was garbage, dude. It's terrible. I was like, is this forever, dude? Is these mushrooms ever going to stop? Dude, I got shit to do this week. Okay? This is ridiculous. My brother's done DMT, too. He told me about it. You think Kurt Russell could have starred in another Escape movie, or dare I say, a Big Trouble? Well, I mean, if Harrison Ford can do another Indiana Jones, then I'd say Kurt Russell's got one more Snake Plissken in him, but they're going to have to do it quick, dude. I mean, the man's like in his 70s. I mean, we're just getting to the point. Unfortunately, a lot of our favorite actors are just aging out. I just hope this new Indiana Jones isn't embarrassing, dude. I really do. Is Karen Allen in it? Because they got married, so, I mean, she should at least be in it a little bit, I would think. She was, like, the best part of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This is just a armrest, wrist rest, or whatever. I'm glad. I don't think Shia LaBeouf's in it, so that's good. Thanks, Big Chungus. What's your Xbox gamer tag? It's Jackwagon6969. You live a half hour from me? Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Rob, what do you think about Kevin Smith being called out as a liar on his woke He-Man show on Netflix? I didn't even know Kevin Smith had anything to do with that. Somebody else asked me about that. I think somebody might have donated, too. So if somebody donated earlier asking me about He-Man, I apologize. I get caught up sometimes. I heard it's bad. But I didn't know Kevin Smith. Dude, Kevin Smith... Okay, when it comes to Kevin Smith, dude, he hasn't been the same for a long time, dude. He has not been the same for a long time. And Clerks 2 was the last movie he made that was worth a fuck. And it's just a shame. And he's working on Clerks 3, and if he's gonna add a bunch of woke bullshit in it, I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm really not. And I read a couple synopses of what he wanted to do with it, and I'm just like, That Randall guy didn't even want to do it for the longest time. Thanks, Convert. What's your take on GPU prices coming down? Think China kill Bitcoin mining? Do you think they'll ass out completely? All I want is a 3080. I'm ready to stab. I just say, just hold on. You'll eventually get one, bro. Do not pay $1,500, $2,000 for a 3080, dude. Just don't do it. You'll get one. Just hang in there. I got my 3060, and I don't even use it as much as I should. Kevin Smith directed and wrote it. Wow. So it's total garbage, huh? Thanks, Jackie. Ever watch Blockbuster Critic? I liked him. He destroyed some people back in the day. I know he destroyed Helsing back in the day. I'm surprised he never went after me. Hey, Strawberger. Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus is a weird game. Let me see if I have my controller. Oh god, it's all tangled up. Oh, sweet Jesus. Man, I got a big pile of cords down here. This is not good. Oh shit. Okay, that's good enough. I don't like Review Tech USA, dude. Mallrats was never good. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Mallrats was never good. I remember watching Clerks back in the day. Well, I watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was the first Kevin Smith movie I ever watched, and I really liked it. Then I figured out that he had other movies, and then those same guys were in the other movies. I didn't know who Jay and Silent Bob were. So I went back and watched Clerks, and I don't think I can output the Vita to a TV currently. There might be a way to do it, but I'm not sure, man. So I went back and watched Clerks, and I really liked it. And so I was like, oh shit, they're in mall rats. They're in mall, because I've always had a fascination with malls. To this day, I like malls. I don't know why. I like walking around them. But that movie sucks. The story's boring, and everything that happens in it's stupid. It's just, it didn't hit. It didn't hit back then. It was a commercial and critical failure. Thanks, Killer7. Thoughts on CL Cleveland Indians changing name to the Guardians? Nobody cares that it's the Indians, dude. Nobody cares. It's not keeping anybody awake at night when it was the Cleveland Indians, dude. We went decades and decades and decades when it was the Cleveland Indians, dude, and the world still spun. Okay? This is just a beat your chest exercise, and hey, we're being woke too, okay? Get some attention to our team. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nobody fucking cares, dude. I know Native American people that are Native American that do not care. Okay? They don't care. It's like Irish people. I'm part Irish. Okay? Give a fuck about the leprechaun on the Lucky Charms box. You know? Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, I still got a big dick, and I'm still badass, and I got my own shit going on, dude. Thanks, Kumar. Appreciate that, dude. So I got my stream on my phone here. Let me get retro art going. Oh, hold on. Kid Icarus. Yeah, this is a weird game because it's like really, 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 really hard, like in the beginning of the game. But then it, like, as you go on, it gets easier. So it's like really, really weird in that regard. Thanks, Kumar. Thoughts on the trailer for the Karen movie? I wish a Karen would. I didn't even see it, dude. There's a Karen movie coming out? That's funny. Yeah, this game's fucking weird, dude. I think a lot of the reason why this game don't work for me is that the play control is just not tight enough, in my opinion. Like, I feel like this and Metroid, you know, that's like sister games or whatever. But Metroid controls a lot better than this game. And I've never been a big fan of falling through the fucking platforms that this game does. And the leveling up system and the way you get stronger is really weird, and they don't really explain it to you very well. I had to watch a video about how to do it, and even then, it still doesn't make any sense to me. Thanks, F3. Have some motherfucking money. Hell yeah, dude. Somebody don't... Hold on, I missed a donation. Who donated the SEC $50? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, it's the same. Okay, that's the same one. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is just a really, really strange game, dude. I can see why it was always, like, not at the top of Nintendo's priority list to make a bunch of sequels to it. I never even knew what those things were for the longest time. I guess they're hammers that you use in the dungeon. Yeah, I'll check that trailer out, dude. I I'm not 100% thrilled how I don't know. It's become socially acceptable to it's become very socially acceptable to make fun of mad white women that get mad in public places. But I feel like if it's any other race, everybody else is pussies and they don't want to say anything. But it's completely okay to, make fun of mad white women, but everybody else is off limits. So I don't know how much I like that stuff. So when I see a lot of these videos, because you don't know what kind of day a lot of people are having, and sometimes they just snap. I've had days like that. So when I watch these freak out videos sometimes, and I was watching some of them yesterday actually, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's completely acceptable for this. Let's diss on the white woman, but if is it a Mexican woman freaking out like this? Are we gonna say anything? I don't think so, and I don't really like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think it should be socially acceptable to rag on anybody, but it's definitely okay to rag on certain people, that's for sure. Thanks, Jawbreaker. Magic of Scheherazade. That game is an RPG, bro. So it's probably going to take a little bit to get into. Oh, I barely dodged that. Yeah, I don't like the way this game controls, dude. It's really floaty. That's only see when a black chick is angry. It's nothing out the ordinary. I've dated black girls, but the black girls I've dated were never like that. So I don't know. Maybe I got lucky or something. But they were never like full of attitude and what people think of and stuff. It was never like that. Did I die? What the fuck happened there? But, in the comments, like, you'll see the comments on these videos when a white woman's freaking out, and people are like, stupid bitch, and, this is, let's exterminate all the white women, and blah, blah, blah. But if it's anybody else, nobody in the comments is saying shit. Thanks, Jawbreaker. The Screaming Karen and Smug Cat memes were stupid. Thanks to Malady. Hot take, Karens improve society. If Karens didn't complain, everything would suck. Yes, I mean, you don't know what you're walking into with these videos. You don't know how disrespected these women are being. Like, they turn on their cameras, they start recording it, and then the other person wants to act like, ma'am, calm down, blah, blah, blah. But you don't know what actually happened before that, so those videos are very one-sided, in my opinion. Sometimes you'll get videos that are taken from the very beginning of the conflict, and then sometimes you just never knew what actually transpired to begin with. The black girl I dated was really cool. And then there was that one black girl that got on 2 different Greyhound buses to come down here and spend the weekend with me one time. That was cool. She lived in Detroit or Chicago or something, and she came on 2 different Greyhound buses to come visit me and suck my dick. I got a cough in my throat. Dude, I busted nuts all up in that mouth roof. I remember that. Dude, this fucking bullshit fucking arrow you start out with, dude. You could, throw the arrow further. I didn't mean to go in there. I think this is typically where you want to stand. Yeah, dude. It's been a wild ride, dude. For me in my life. I could write a book. Did I treat her too? I don't have any comment. She didn't want to do anything but suck my dick, dude. Literally, I got dick suck delivery. All I had to do was go pick her up from the bus station. I didn't have to do anything. What do you say? Try buying from me. What is this, a keg of beer? What is even that? Dude, I hate this game. We're moving on. Sucks balls. Do I still have bad memories working at GameStop? I have. For the most part, I had fun, dude. I mean, there was some bad stuff for sure. But at the same time, I had fun. It was me and my homies hanging out playing, you know, games when we can, talking about games. Customers are talking about games. I had customers that came in just to talk to me about games, and it was fun. America's a big country, dude, for sure. This Magic of Scheherazade is not really a great choice, I don't think, but we can try it because, like I said, I don't, it's an RPG, dude, and I have a no RPG policy, but we shall see. It's been a while since I played this. I don't remember how slow it starts. Peaceful Arabia was attacked by the demons. The evil magician Sabaron summoned them from the dark world for his evil desires. Next malady. Can you play Dinosaurs for Hire on Genesis? See, that's a good choice, dude. That's a good choice right there. I don't think GameStops are like that anymore. They're not. They've gotten better, Shaws. But at the time, I have no idea how they stayed in business with the practices that they did. Thanks, Jackie. Craziest thing you did was the Boo Kitty stuff, man. Yeah, I was... Oh, what the fuck I was doing. Please fight Sabaron. Thanks, Strawburger. Was Vinnie Mac a black guy? Kept saying you were racist against people of color. He was a moron. I think he had some kind of mental issues, dude. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about anything. I don't remember much of what he said at all, really. I just tuned him out. I think Vinnie Mac has been several different people. I don't even think it's been the same guy. I think different people have taken that name. Yeah, I remember Boo Kitty. How could I forget? Come on, dude. You shouldn't have picked an RPG, dude. No RPGs. It takes too long to get in, dude. Like, this is what I'm talking about, why I don't want to do RPGs. Start button, select speak. Tell people B button. Okay. Oh shit! But not on stream. We can't play RPGs on stream. Is what I'm saying. They take too long to get going. This is the town of Mishudo. Dude, you gotta pick action games, bro. You gotta pick stuff that starts immediately. Like I can't play games like that, dude. Crashity crash. Crashity crash. Don't look back. Take out the papers in the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. Thanks, Kumar. One cool game to play could be Ridge Racer games on PS1 or Ridge Racer on MAME with gyro steering enabled through Steam. Dude, that would be really cool. I think I might have Ridge Racer on here. We can check. $20, dude. Thank you. It's badass. Dinosaurs for Hire is an interesting game. I used to rent this all the time when I was a kid. Never got very far in it. It's a weird game, and I'll show you why I never really got too far in it. I love how this game begins with like a giant boss fight, though. Thanks, Gizmo. See some regular Rumble boxing on PS1. Okay, I should have that. You ever think you'll leave Ohio? I don't know, man. Ohio isn't bad. Cost of living is reasonable. But yeah, I like how this game... I mean, you can skip this. There's a boss battle here in the beginning. Like, if you push start, you'll skip it. But I always thought this was, like, the coolest thing ever as a kid. I would rent this game. I'm like, oh my god, it's a giant boss! It's easy as fuck, though. Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Thanks, Chris. That's a terrible game. Oh shit, I'm playing. Yeah, he dies in like 3 seconds. It's like completely pointless. Tom Mason. Ooh, the Tom Mason? Who the fuck is Tom Mason? I guess this was a comic book? I don't know, dude. It's really weird. If you have time, play Race Storm on PS1. It's an import. Crash 2 PS1 is a good choice. Oh, okay. Thanks, bro. Oh, shit. Thanks, Sam. What's your favorite Silent Hill game? I don't really like Silent Hill, dude. I mean, but if I had to pick, I would probably say 2. Because I haven't played very much of 3. I like how 2 is like a little bit different from the other ones. It's got its own thing going on. Thanks, Convert. Bro, did you hear AMD's new FSR? They're letting it be accessed on video cards, GTX 1080 high fidelity. Yeah, boy, I'm stoked about that. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I think a 1080. I mean, you can do different things with it. I mean, I definitely think you should, you know, at a certain point, you know, get a different card. But you know, if you can definitely squeeze out every little bit of life you can get out of these old cards, man, that's badass. Especially with the prices of these fucking cards. So how much of the prices on these cards gone down? I mean, are they... I haven't checked in a long time. Are they getting reasonable again, or what? Ranger X, Sega Genesis. I don't think I ever played that. Once you live in Texas, then you never want to live. Just avoid Austin. I'm surprised how expensive Silent Hill 2 and 3 have gotten. Yeah, I know, because Silent Hill 2 used to be in, like, the bargain bin. I remember vividly Silent Hill 2 being super cheap at one point, dude. I wish I would have bought several copies of that. But the problem with this game, and what I was saying earlier, is that the enemies are really small. And sometimes you gotta like bend down to hit them, and your sprite is fucking enormous in this. I don't think there's any way to like strafe shoot or hold your direction with shooting. What's holding it back? Ray tracing? Well, it's just, you know, I mean, it depends on what you want to do with these older cards. I mean, if you want to rock, you know, 4K stuff and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to, but I don't think a lot of that stuff's worth it anyway, so if you're just trying to play some 1080p gaming, I guess that'll get it done for sure. Yeah, this game's too much. This is what pissed me off as a kid, dude. It's just shit's flying at you from every angle. And that's just what really turned me off of this game. Like, I like aspects of it, and I think it plays okay. But the enemies are just annoying, dude. You can't... Your sprite is too big in this game, and it's just... You get fucking plugged everywhere you fucking go. See, like, it's just hard as fuck. I like this game better than Contra because it's more fair than Contra. I don't know about that. I don't see how this game is very fair, honestly. Get that power up here. It's just hard to dodge anything. I mean, because your fucking sprite takes up half the screen. It's like you almost feel like you're lucky to dodge things sometimes. But I rented this game all the time back in the day, dude. Because I used to go to this little corner store. Before I started renting stuff at the place I told you guys about that First Choice video, I used to go to this place called Marsh. That was down the street from me. And they would have like a little section of video games and movies and stuff. And they had just a handful of things. And this was one of them. So I rented this quite often, but I never got anywhere in it, dude. I don't even think I ever got past this part. Thanks, Jawbreaker. Castle of Illusion. That's a good choice. At a certain point here pretty soon, guys, I'm going to have to go eat because I haven't eaten something. But I will definitely come back. Yeah, this is where the game just gets fucking mental. I just wish your sprite wasn't so big. And it's a Genesis game, so it has, like, weird controls, too. Alright, let's move on. Oh, you mean a Contra? This has a health bar. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think a health bar is really necessary in a lot of the Contra games. Let's see if I have Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer! Thanks, Convert. There's a mass dumping of GPUs on the market from China. It's gone down slightly. Not enough, in my opinion. Certainly not down to retail price. 4K is overrated as fuck. Yeah, dude. I haven't been too impressed with a lot of the 4K stuff I've seen. Ridge Racer. I don't have Ridge Racer. See, these... I have Rage Racer. Oh, here we go. Ridge Racer Type 4. That's not the best one, but we can try that one. Ridge Racer! Those dinosaurs were posers. This game looks ridiculous. It is. Thanks for the donations, guys. You guys are really generous today, for sure. I had this game, but I don't think I ever really played it. I got it really cheap. Grand Prix.
Welcome to the Real Racing's 99 Grand Prix.
Grand Prix. I know it's Grand Prix. Please don't correct me. Okay. This is like the Ridge Racer. They tried to make it more realistic or something, didn't they? You ever use MySpace? Hell yeah, dude. I had the Limp Bizkit song that came on as soon as you got on my page. Click on, oh, let's look up what Rob's doing. It's just one of those days! And it had like some titty bitch, like, gif of a girl with her titties going like this. You know, like it was awesome. It would literally crash your computer. There's so much shit on my MySpace page. First attempt in Helter Skelter. What? I remember this game's graphics blowing everybody away when it first came out. Can't even, dude, it's, oh, it looks like turds. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh, I don't have... I missed... Oh, there we go. Oh, gotta drift. Gotta go fast. Yeah, the drifting's kind of hard to do in this one. I used to be really good at drifting in Ridge Racer games. It's almost a detriment sometimes to do it. I had a Ridge Racer on the 360 when it came out. I think it was Ridge Racer 4, I think. One of the first games I got. I got that and Quake for Christmas. So I played quite a bit of Ridge Racer 4. Yeah, for a PS1 game, this game looks really good. Oh, I tried to drift. Oh, fuck you. I'm drafting. Ridge Racer! You guys remember that? You remember that? Ridge Racer! Giant enemy crab for massive damage. His weak spot. Helicopter's a fucking cool touch. Sometimes it drifts and sometimes it don't. So I don't fucking know. These laps are fucking long. I got second. Daytona, yeah. Yeah, Daytona was... Daytona, USA, dude. I remember that shit. I remember. What was the next game? Oh, Adventures of Tom Sawyer, NES. Dude, this game is awful. It's awful, but it's like hard. Because I think you only get like one fucking hit. Who was asking for a Tom Sawyer video game back in fucking 1989 anyways? Yeah, I remember Aqualung did a walkthrough of this game back in the day. See, you die in one hit. I mean, you gotta... Here, let me restart it. It just looks terrible, dude. I mean, even for like an NES game, like, come on, dude. Like, compared to this to Mega Man, this game came out in 1989. Mega Man came out in 87. Mega Man fucking takes a diarrhea dump all over this, dude. Lights it on fire. Thanks, Convert. Just happy to see you doing well, man. Many laughs in the past. Disgusting food vid was fucking gold. Billy O'Connell, the comedian, made a similar joke about Americans eating from buckets of food. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. It's been a dope stream. Yeah, this has been a really fun stream, dude. Would love to hear a Joe Biden rant from you. Dude, I don't even care about the guy enough to even muster up a rant, dude. He's the worst president we've ever had, dude. Like, this guy is barely even cognitive. I mean, his wife's probably got to wipe his ass for him after he takes a shit. Ain't no fucking way this guy can do anything on his own, dude. We'll do Castle of Illusion next. Ever play Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh yeah, dude. I could beat Sonic 1 like immediately. Like, I could start it and stop and beat the whole game, no problem. But I just don't really like Sonic 1 that much. Never did. God damn! Hold on. That barrel will fucking get you every time. Yeah, you gotta go under it. Oh, this fucking game. Fuck this game! And it takes like 5 minutes for the fucking... It's like it's gotta load or something. It's gotta think about your death for a little bit. You got these... You're like fucking... Throwing... Your weapon is rocks or something? Like, what? Nothing about this. What is Tom Sawyer about this? It's nothing... It just doesn't make any sense. It has nothing to do with Tom Sawyer. This is like a dream of Tom Sawyer. Just so they can get away with making a generic platformer. Dude, Joe Biden, dude. Look, you know... people would say what they want about Trump, and the guy was an absolute douche for sure in a lot of ways, but fucking... I mean, at least Trump can dress himself, dude. At least Trump could speak in complete fucking sentences. Now, this guy's a fucking moron. He's over here talking about... Now he's talking about, trying to ban handguns now. Now he thinks he's gonna fucking try to do that, dude. Are you fucking serious? You know? Trump's not hurting your feelings anymore, but now your rights are getting taken away from you, dude. And nobody wants to say anything about it on the news. That's for damn sure. Is it gonna start me over? Okay. Man, this game is terrible, dude. This developer that made this game is known for making really bad games. That's a really good song, too. It's funny, I think AVGN is like officially ran out of games. Like every game on the NES that's worth talking about, I think he's fucking talked about it. It's actually pretty sad. Ah! Killed that boss just by touching it. What are your thoughts on Dragon Quest IV? Dragon Quest IV is really good. It's not my favorite. I feel like the chapter system in that one doesn't really permit you to, like... I just feel like it's too segmented. I would rather just have an adventure with the same party members the whole game and be done with it. Instead of this segmented bullshit of like, okay, here's a 2-hour chapter with this person, 2-hour chapter with this person, and now they're all together at the end. And by that point, it's like, I don't know, the game, it's just too long to get into the meat of the game. But I think Dragon Quest V is a masterpiece. AVGN comments are all negative. He's getting dislike bombed. Really? I might have to check that out, son. What video are people bombing? It's interesting. Usually people fucking lick his fucking ass crack constantly. I think it's an octopus boss, yeah. So he died? He doesn't even have any animation of him blowing up or anything. I'm not a Republican by any means. I feel like people should be able to do what they want to do, but I don't feel like, I should have it thrown down my throat at all times, nor if I don't really agree with something, should I be called like I'm a bad person because I don't agree with certain things. Do your thing. People can do whatever the fuck they want, you know what I mean? But we're in this age that everybody has to fucking show off their fucking things and all this different shit that they're doing, and we're supposed to agree with every single thing without question, and that's just not the way the world works. Okay? Not everybody's gonna agree with all your life choices, dude. And nor should they have to. Okay, this game's trash. Trash pile. Thanks, Convert. Do you remember the smell of old video game systems back in the day? Remember how exciting it felt when both Sonic and Mortal Kombat was slammed in the Mega? Oh, dude, don't even get me started. Dude, I remember going to the store. Here, let me... so you guys can see when I talk here. I remember going to the store, getting a game, and it was an event when my dad would let me pick out a game, dude. You know, like, it was just random. We'd be in the store, and my dad would be like, pick out a game. I'd be like, ah! You know, I'd be fucking, let me see that one. And then the guy would get it out, and I'd look at it. I'd be like, you know, you didn't have the internet in the 90s. At least I didn't. And you just looking at you looked at the cover art, you looked at the, oh, I don't want that one. Give me that one. Give me that one. And then your dad would get it for you, and you'd be in the car reading the book over and over again, and you'd smell it. That was like my library book smell. You know, like everybody has that library book smell that they remember, and it just brings them back. The new game smell, dude, was just the best. And I remember one time we went to the store. My dad let us pick out a game, and I remember I asked the lady to if I could see. This is right when Episode 1 came out. So Star Wars Episode 1 came out, and I looked at the game, and it looked like a pile of shit. I didn't want it. And she set it down on the table, on the counter, and we ended up getting other games. And she gives us a sack, and later on we're driving in the car, and I asked my dad to look at my game, and that lady put that game in the bag by mistake. So we got a free copy of Star Wars Episode 1 on the PS1. I'll never forget that. My dad's like, oh shit, we just got a free game. I was like, what? And it was Star Wars Episode 1, and it was a pretty terrible game, but it was free, so who cares? Thanks, Convert. Even the game alone back in the day, Mortal Kombat. The original Mortal Kombat didn't do a whole lot for me. It wasn't until Mortal Kombat 2 that I really got into it. Thanks, Zach. I am gay and 100% agree with your last statement. Yeah, dude, I got tons of friends that are gay, dude. I don't give a fuck, dude. You know? I just do your thing. People just can't do their thing in peace anymore. They have to be on the rooftop. I'm gonna suck this dick, guys. Hey, you down there with your kids and family. Here, come here, watch me suck this dick. It's just not the way it needs to be, dude. People need acceptance. People need attention. That's all it is. Nice job, Record. What do you think of Hollywood's obsession with making every character a certain race? They even want to make Batman. I mean, if an actor can do it, okay, I don't care what color someone is, okay? It's just a matter of, do they have the talent to play this character, okay? James Bond, okay? You want to make James Bond a female? You want to make James Bond black? Okay? Give me an actor that they're going to be able to rock it as good as Daniel Craig is, and I don't care, it doesn't matter to me, but to just do it just because they want attention and they want to be like they're, virtue signaling, like, oh, we're so good because we're doing this. I don't like that. Okay? If it's an actor that can rock it, let them do it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. People had their pink panties in a twist with Melina being black or whatever in the Mortal Kombat movie. She did good. She was good. But I don't think it should be forced, and it should be based on talent. Period. Okay? They talk about maybe that Idris Elba or whatever doing James Bond. He might be good. I don't know. I don't have any attachment to James Bond. Okay? So I don't really care if they got Gilbert Gottfried to be James Bond. I'd be okay with that. James Bond. It just shouldn't be forced. Because here's my thing. Are you getting this award? And are you getting this part because you worked hard to get this part and you have the talent and the credentials to be able to do this part? Or are you getting this award in this part just based on skin color? I wouldn't want that. I would want the part because I'm a badass motherfucker and can do it. My dad got a free laptop by accident once. That's awesome. I have sent Rob 4 super chats. That's the most in a long time. Thanks, Fettel. 3 words for life. Mind your business. What I'm doing ain't your concern to you when to join or till I... Exactly, dude. I just... People gotta beat their chest about everything. About everything. Okay? And if you disagree with anything, you're a bad person. Okay? You're a bad person if you think that a 4-year-old child should have the right and the wherewithal and the mental fortitude to be able to decide what sex they want to be. And if you say, no, I don't think they're mentally prepared for that type of life-changing decision, you're a piece of shit. Okay? If you say something like that, like, what? Are you fucking serious? Okay? I wanted to be a Power Ranger. Okay? I wanted to be the Megazord from Power Rangers when I was a kid, dude. What do you want to be when you grow up, Rob? The Megazord. Okay? Are you fucking kidding me? I wanted to be Ash. I wanted to chop my fucking hand off and put a chainsaw on it. Okay? I wasn't the smartest kid. Kids 4 or 5 years old are stupid. They're idiots. They don't have any rights. They don't have a job. They don't make money. They don't do nothing. And they don't have no rights to fucking say what they want to be. Okay? And they're 4 years old. Your brain isn't even developed yet. Yeah, I'm Irish and German. I'm not a Conor McGregor fan because he's an asshole. So I was glad when he broke his fucking leg, dude. Fuck him. I want you to be Goku from Dragon Ball Z or Captain Planet. Captain Planet, he's a hero. Captain Planet. That kid that got heart got screwed, dude. Kid that got heart. Water, giant waves and death and fire, gonna light your fire flames. Okay, and then there's like earth, rock, gonna smash your face. And this kid's like, heart, love. It's stupid. Dumb. You cheer me up every time. I'm glad, guys. This has been a very good stream. This has been a classic. For sure. Dude, if I told my dad I wanted to be a woman back when I was 4 years old, he would have told me shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up and go play. That's what he would have said. Get out of my face. Dude, you're 4 years old. You don't know what you want to be. Okay? You fucking kidding me? My dad would have been like, go to your room. Thanks, Strawburger. What do you think of Drake and Josh? The former was recently convicted of sending inappropriate messages to a teenager. Yeah, I saw his trial, actually. Well, no, his sentencing. That doesn't surprise me. I didn't. That show was on after I was done with Nickelodeon. Yeah, we'll save the donation list for next stream. I'll play a little bit of Castle of Illusion. But I gotta eat something. I haven't eaten anything all day. It's almost 6 my time here. I gotta get some food, get some grub. You know, I don't know if I've ever beat this game. I remember getting to the last boss in it. I don't know if I ever beat it. I beat Quackshot more times than I can count. But I really don't know if I ever beat it or not. Oh yeah, I think he got probation. Yeah, I was an adult by the time Drake and Josh was popular, dude, so I wasn't watching that shit. This game threw me for a loop when I first played it, because I tried to jump on stuff, and you just get hurt. Because you got to jump and then push jump again to do the butt bounce. And I didn't have an instruction manual with my copy of this game, so it was just like, why am I not dodging, like, damaging these enemies? Then I figured it out and felt stupid. This is a good game. I feel it's a little bit overrated, though. But for the time and, you know, how old it is, this is a pretty old game. Pretty early Genesis jam here. But I feel like Quackshot stomps the fuck out of this game for sure. It's better than Fantasia. That was a travesty. Thanks to Malady. I don't like how parents bring their kids to protest. Kids should not be exposed to politics. I agree. It's a very dangerous environment to bring a kid in anyways. You should bring snacks for the stream. Endurance. I don't think I have any snacks, dude. We went to the store yesterday and didn't buy any fucking snacks. Like an idiot. Zach, thoughts on the Chauvin sentencing? I don't really have an opinion on that, dude. I'll be honest with you. On that whole thing. I stay out of it. Convert. Did you find bullets yet? Oh, I sold it, dude. I sold my 1911, dude. I needed the extra money, and they have bullets around where I live now, but I'm not paying $30 for a pack of 50 fucking shells, dude. I'm not doing it. So, and that seems to be what the prices are around here now, and I'm just not doing that. So it's been priced out for me, and until these prices go down to something even remotely reasonable, I'm done. So I sold it. I'll eventually get it again or something, but... Oh, shit! That's not good. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, no! Yeah, Fantasia was so bad that Sega pretty much was done after that. They were like, no, you guys ain't making any more of these. That was terrible. Fantasia is an interesting story, and I've told you guys this story before. I'm starting to, like, repeat my stories now, but some of you guys might not have heard it. But at the video store I used to go to as a kid, they had a copy of Fantasia for rent, but it was always out. And I remember, I wanted to rent it because I loved Quackshot, I liked this game, and these Disney games were always a safe bet. And I remember going up to the counter and asking the guys, like, what's up with this Fantasia game? It's been out for, like, 6 months. And the guy at the counter, I'll never forget this. He's like, yeah, somebody stole it. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, somebody rented it and never came back with it. It must have killed them. Because they didn't take that game on purpose. The game must have ended their life. And then they just must have got lost in the crime scene. So that saved me from not renting that pile of shit. I didn't play it until years later. That's a terrible game, dude. When I played it on ROM like years later, I was like, oh my god. Didn't like how it does the Metroidvania crap either. I'm wanting to save up for ammo. Should I sell my ammo I bought years? I don't know, man. It just depends. I mean, if you go out shooting all the time, I mean, save it. But like I said, I didn't use my gun that much, and I wasn't getting anything out of it, and I don't know. I can always get another gun. It's not a big deal. The gun I had was nothing really special. I'd like to get a nicer 1911 anyways. I always hated how the cutout of the square on the tree is like just like perfectly square. It just looks so fucking shitty. I gotta save up for a Mustang. That's your call on that one, man. I've never been. I had a Mustang. I had an '88 Fox body Mustang, and I wasn't really all that impressed with it. Ford Joe. Colt, yeah. I had a Rock Island Armory, which it was good, dude. It never jammed. And I put hundreds of rounds through that thing. Thanks, Jawbreaker. You could use your gun to kidnap Dan Schneider, bring him to justice. Dan Schneider. The old fucking manager at the Good Burger from the Good Burger movies. Isn't the Dreamcast good for emulation? Dreamcast is pretty easy to emulate, yeah. Yeah, they've pretty much perfected it. When you have time, can you play Race Storm on PS1? Yeah, I can do that. Like I said, guys, hopefully tomorrow. Hold on, my brother's calling here. What's up, dude? I'm just streaming. What are you doing? I wouldn't put your mail anywhere, dude. It would probably be on the table. Why? Oh, well, you can check when you get home if it's on the table and stuff. Did that guy contact you? What's going on? What do you say now? Well, you're off tomorrow, though. So, when he contacts you tomorrow, you'll be available. What'd you say? What'd you say to him? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, man. All right, man. See ya. All right, guys. Yeah, I gotta eat, but I will be back. I know I say I'll be back sometimes, and I'm not, but I'm really enjoying this. This is fun. So, I think there's a couple more donations. Keep track of them for the games. I'm gonna go eat something. I might not even have to leave, but I gotta go cook something for a little bit here, because I got stuff in the freezer I can make. The new Space Jam bombed. Good. Good. Fuck them. I think we got Classic Stream on our hands here, guys. Almost 3 hours. What do you guys think? Is this an upper echelon stream? I try to bring the fire with my shit, guys. Flames. Yeah, I'll take Jordan over fucking LeBron James every day. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, I gotta go eat. I'm starving. See you, bitches. You guys take care. This is a historical event stream. I like that. Yeah, the first Space Jam wasn't even that good. Top tier shit, guys. Alright, homies. You guys take care. I'll see you in a bit. Like I said, I got my GoPro. We're going to be doing some vlogs